hopefully everything's working correctly. Hello everyone, so sorry about the delay. I noticed that the audio for you guys will have been fine, but I had absolutely no audio. So that's all sorted. I can hear everything. Hopefully now everything's working properly. And yeah, welcome. We're once again live today. We're going to be doing the Myriad Celestia trailers, and there's a lot to get through. There's, I think, 32 of them that I could find. The key thing to note here is if along the way we've noticed one that I've missed, we can go and fix that. We can go add it. So I need you guys to keep a little eye out for that. But if not, and we did miss one that we didn't pick up in the stream, for the edited video, I will then go and find. The good thing about doing these live is we get a VOD that goes up immediately. From the second I've finished live streaming, that will stay up. Those tend to get quite a few views, and then people tend to find, yep, you missed this or you missed this. Perfect. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think we're all good. As I said, 32 of them. Hello everyone. But yeah, 32 of them. We have then, yeah, it was quite a undertaking, quite a lot to get through, but I'm very excited to get into it. Then a final thing is for you guys that are watching the VOD, hello, welcome. Yeah, this won't be quite like the edited videos. It'll be relatively similar, but if anything goes wrong or anything, like we need little breaks, whatever, that might happen. So warning for that. Feel free to wait for the edited video, which will be out in the next few days, really. The main good thing about the VOD is, as I said, if we miss things go wrong. I was missing audio in the last live stream for a bit of it. We can fix that in post. So I think we're pretty happy then with that little preamble. So the first thing we need to do is go over how this is going to work. I know a lot of you will know exactly how this works, but I need to make this abundantly clear. So, welcome to the tier list. We have all of the ones that I've got in my playlist here, and the way this is going to work is there are two tier lists. The first is a predictions tier list. The second is the final tier list. The way these tier lists work is the predictions tier list must be done before each video, and I can, before each video, go and decide where I think this trailer will end up in the end. The aim is to get it as close to the final tier list at the end of the video, the stream, as possible. This is all for fun. But yeah, this will probably go wrong. It will go wrong, and that's okay. We're here for a bit of fun with it. So yeah, the idea is then I can make that prediction ahead of the watching the trailer. And the second I've hit play on that trailer, that choice is locked in. I cannot change it from that point onwards. Then I've got to see, we watch the trailer, then I can place it on the final tier list, and from then on that can be changed. So the final tier list can be moved about at any point. We can do a rearrange at the end. We can do a rearrange halfway through, whatever. We can bump characters up, bump them down as... yeah, this will be very wild. But yeah, so we can make those changes as need be. Then outside of that, we have then the SS tier, which is right at the top of the tier list, and only one character can be in there at any point. So for the predictions tier list, this choice is quite important, because once I've made that choice, we cannot change it. The only exception to moving things on the predictions tier list is if there are 3 or more characters in the S tier, I can choose to bump one up to the SS. So for example, say I had these first 3, I can then choose to move the Black Swan one up if I want to, or I can wait and put one at the end up there. That is all fine. So, oh, let's change my colors. No. Okay. Well, this is a case of things going wrong. But yeah, so then one thing I should mention, I have definitely seen some of these before. So how many of these is something I don't know. It could have been it could have been up until kind of Penacony time. I've definitely seen the Firefly one. I don't know if I've seen some after. I think I've seen the Feixiao one, but I've definitely not seen anything in the Amphorius region. So that's the more exciting part, I think, where it's a fresh reaction. So the kind of first half of this will be fun in how well I can predict them, and the second half will be fun in the fresh eyes looking at it. So I think that does it. I've waffled a little bit, and I think we're ready to go. And just to check, so this is the thing. This is our predictions tier list. So I think we're ready to begin. Thank you everyone for showing up, and thank you everyone for your patience with how long it took to get this all started. So first up is, I need to find the title, Fables About the Stars. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the one where they talk about the eons. And it's the kind of equivalent to the animated short in Genshin, where Dainsleif talks all about the all the gods and all the archons, the storyline. I think this will have to be really good. Like, if we've got to have this quite high up, I think, because of the foresight, right? So I think for that reason, I'm going to place it in A. I think for the Dainsleif one, I felt that because it was so it was so unique and so no one saw it coming at that stage of the game. I gave it S, I think, but I think for this one I'm going to give it A. The problem is I have no idea how some of the Amphorius ones will look, but based on the trailers, the character trailers, we're going to see a big bump up in quality. So A is where I'm going to place it, and I think we're ready to begin with the trailer itself. And just to check, is audio working correctly?
An exchange of
I'm hoping it is, and I'm just going to pretend that it is. If it's not, I'll fix it quickly.
Of a crystal chalice.
It's also quite interesting that this is Black Swan talking to us far before Black Swan was there. Brilliant. Thank you, everyone.
The nameless one.
The nameless. So, Trailblazers. But one. Oh, the Eon of the Trailblaze.
Go now.
Akivili.
March unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Nanook of the Destruction.
Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds.
I think they did such a good job with the designs of all the eons. They all look so unique, like from each other.
Vicious destruction.
And they're all quite abstract, aren't they? The hunt.
The Luck's arrow will descend to purge the wicked abomination.
Because I like that they're not all just people, and they're not all just like they are unique and abstract, and which really matches how these things are. Here we go, erudition.
All things, but they are silent. Like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe.
Like again, what is this? It's just like a robotic eye of just information. I think that's so cool.
Let your staff strike
the abundance,
the earth, they say. Once and again. The tender sprouts will grow to the sky. And the dew
like
that
again,
falls from
such a cool
branches
design
will
with so many arms. I'm
poison.
Aches of the Nihility. Now this is a black hole.
That the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul.
I still think it's so crazy that this is just Black Swan talking to us way before she was introduced. That's always been Hoya's way, right? Preservation. Again, like, this is some fire elemental. Like, that's so different to all the others. Harmony? Is this the one with 3 heads? And the puzzle pieces.
You who have reached the end. Enter into the paradise that envelops all. Join this great choir and feast. Listen to the beating of
It's like a harmony of voices, which is quite a cool way of doing it. And the music here is so good.
The mariners in temperance. Listen to the
And now we're just speeding through them.
waves as they enter the
Beauty,
dream.
propagation,
The balance,
enigmata,
shape the
equilibrium,
and finally, measure the world against
and
yourself.
then Black Swan's own
Take all
path.
such things to heart.
Remembrance.
This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart
Machiavelli,
once more.
the Trailblaze.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish
Wow,
to thousands of distant worlds.
what a trailer. I'm really upset now with my placement in A. I think that was... I want to put it up here for now. It may move, but this was really good. And yeah, Eons were so... I think they did such a good job with Eons and Emanators and kind of what that meant for characters' power, like the lore reasons behind characters having abilities. It creates this weird like scaling of this interest in how these scalings are. When we saw like Acheron showing up in Penacony, it was she an emanator? An emanator of what? And it's all these... I think it's so cool that there's characters' power comes from ideas and concepts rather than here's fire and here's water, which is cool in its own sense, but having it stem from an ideal and from a concept, a goal to pursue. The path system is just such a unique way of doing it. But yeah, I'm putting it in S. It may move later, but it's so cool that they could just out of nowhere drop a trailer like this that's just that gives so much lore information and kind of sets a path for where we're going. Yeah, and it's but I think that's so like in the vein of the Trailblaze, right? That's the idea is you just explore, you adventure, you trailblaze a path, and Genshin really benefits from structure. And there's not going to be suddenly a new Archon appearing. Like there are the 7 Archons. We're not going to suddenly have 8, 9, 10. Whereas in Star Rail, we could have 50 new Eons all appearing at once, and that would just be in the essence of it, right? And it's in Genshin we're going to the different nations, whereas in Star Rail we're going to thousands as worlds as Black Swan said. Anyway, sorry, I've gotten really distracted. I'm really happy with an S tier placement for that. We'll see if that moves, but yeah, that's our first already mistake from the predictions. So next up is the history of the Luofu. This is also going to be really good, isn't it? This was, I think something to do, like we got to see previews of all of the Luofu generals, if I'm correct. It's been so long since I would have seen this, but again, I don't know what to do with it. Like, the problem is, in my head, I think so many of these are just, yeah, that's an A tier. That's an A tier. I'm just going to be like, I'm going to want to put them all in S tier. But no, someone's got to go down. Am I going to be critical? We're quite early on. I'm going to put it B. I'm going to regret this immediately, but B tier placement. And I'm locking it in. B tier placement. Here we go.
I regret to admit it, but the Xianzhou have very few legends.
Okay.
For what room is there to create legends among those who do not die? But there is one distant legend that can still be recounted. The story of the Cloud Knight General.
Yes.
It began 8,000 years ago.
The Golden
When
Emperor.
the emperor of an ancient kingdom yearned for both legacy and immortality. He sent our Xianzhou ancestors into the astral seas
on the hunt for it.
And through the boundless stellar reaches sailed great ships in
This is so
isolation
like
softly
stylistic,
veiled.
right? They're doing such a good job with just
After voyaging 2,000 years,
this contrast
the
in
ships
color.
discovered traces of the divine.
The abundance, which later becomes their enemy.
The plagues often
The fact that
revealed
then this is
themselves
like a darker, a more
and offered an
purple,
immeasurable lifespan. But
which
the
is really
blessing
interesting
was
as
a
well.
curse.
Because life is usually associated
Those
with
who exceeded their
greens, with
lifespan
light
became the
colors.
deathless doom.
Whereas now we've got purple going into red. We've got the hints of gold in the lanterns.
And thus the Alliance's long and peaceful years.
And there's the
were
lanterns
lost in
gone.
sickness, treachery,
Darkness.
blood,
This is
and tears.
so good, like stylistically.
At the very precipice of the Xianzhou's existence,
And then they find the
Rainbow
hunt,
Arbiter descended and
which is
revealed the
bright.
crumbling
We've got some
alliance.
rainbow parts. We've got the
For the
blue.
next 5,000 years, the Alliance voyaged the vast cosmos, purifying the universe under divine mandate. Heading the 6 ships were the vanguards of the hunt, the 7 Arbiter Generals. Behold,
And then we've got
at
our
the
Goldens
marshal's
back in.
side, 6 generals of renown.
And here we go.
Fierce and swift.
Feixiao,
is Feixiao,
who we hadn't
the
met at this
Merlin's
point.
Claw.
Boom. What a reveal.
Strong and righteous is Huohuo, the Flaming Heart.
Okay. This one we haven't met.
Cautious and sophisticated is Yaoong, the Seer
Oh.
Strategist.
And this is someone we've met.
Mighty and powerful is Xuan Quan, the Seish Queller. Mysterious and fair is Yaoong, the Patina Justice.
Got like the terracotta army going there.
Wise and brave is
It's
Jingliu,
Jingyuan.
the Divine Foresight. The 7 Arbiter Generals wield extraordinary power. Intelligent and visionary Jingliu of the Luofu is admired by friends and feared by foes. With skillful sleight of hand, the trap was set.
This is so like I'm just a bit taken aback by like the how artistic this is.
Were met.
Especially like so early on in these. And then there's
An
our
army
Jingyuan.
must be of one heart and mind, where skillful sleight of hand is little use. The Cloud Knights entrusted their lives to me. I shall not fail them.
Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights! Glory to the Xianzhou! Glory to the Cloud Knights!
Now we're looking at those blue colors again for the hunt.
Quite the story, Master Gongshu.
That was really good. Again, it's like it's so hard to know what to do with these. Like my heart cells put it in S, but I'm gonna put it A because I think we're gonna end up with a lot of competition up at the top. And yeah, I think they did such a good job with the colors and the way that they were showing each character's. We get a bit of an insight into the personality, the how we view them with the light shades, the dark shades, the blues for Hunt, the gold for the founding of the Luofu and the generals. And I think they just did such a good job with showing that to us. And yeah, so you liked I think what's so cool about Star Rail is each new world we go to is so unique. And because they are different planets, like I think they so easily could have just had every planet feeling really sci-fi and really futuristic. But I think they've done such a good job with like Belobog was isolated, so there's reasons for it being quite the way it is. But then between two high-tech ones, Penacony and the Luofu, we have such a distinct difference between them. Like the Luofu, as you said, was so mythical, so ancient China, but with the modern, like we have these flying ships with technology, we have these crates that are being moved around by machines, but it's done in a really stylized way. And then in Penacony, it's a completely different side of the spectrum where it's all quite modern, but like for our time, which makes sense in its own world. And I think they do such a good job with moving through. And then with Amphorius, we're now in like ancient Greece and ancient Rome, and they've done such a good way of going on a journey. But yeah, I think that was really good, and I've put it in A. Next up, we have a Kafka one. I don't really remember this, to be honest. I think she's like, it's a similar kind of feeling of her trailer. I think she's breaking into something, stealing something, maybe. I don't know what to do with it. Is the unfortunate thing. I think I'm going to be quite critical and put it in C. Again, I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect from this. So that's going to be my prediction. I'm ready to be proven completely wrong. In fact, please do prove me wrong.
Stellaron Hunter, how do you plead?
Oh god, this music.
The crimes you have committed are beyond pardon, but the Jepella Brotherhood respects every individual's entitlement to the afterlife.
She's on trial.
Admit your guilt and embrace your punishment.
I'm listening.
How do the Stellaron Hunters plead to the following accusations?
And again, like, this is a completely different styled world as well from what we've seen. And we've not even been here.
Manipulated the guests, decimated the artistic treasures under the gaze of a devout audience, inflicted monetary damage amounting to over 860 billion credits, and absconded with the auction item. How do you plead?
Guilty as charged, but not a devout audience.
You infiltrated the cyber prison of Inupis, stole the Sigma Rod to deactivate the firewall, allowing a flood of data demons to enter reality, consequently propelling the world toward a judgment day, all in order to take the meta code.
Guilty. Again.
I admit it, but those data demons deserve a taste of freedom.
You violated the ring world Golconda, disseminated the philosopher's poison virus across all colonies, causing 46 million
like
inorganic entities.
Each of these like crimes are also from like a uniquely distinct kind of world that's hinting towards.
Oh? Sounds like a page out of the Jepella Brotherhood's playbook. But sure, we took the thing.
The Trovis disappearance. The Lore 51 Stellaron event, cyber attacks against planet Scrulum, the Pier Point incursion, and so on. A total of 46 criminal cases. Do you admit that all these malicious incidents were the work of the Stellaron Hunters?
I think she does.
If you ask me, it seems like the Annihilation gang has their fingers in quite a few of these pies. But I confess, it seems you forgot one though. The Jepella Rebellion.
This is so cool, like with that shift in music. Like, man, what a differently, like, this is like a Mad Max kind of world.
I know. Next time.
And I guess that's our first look at Sam, Blade in the back.
Too late.
Also like that we've got Blade and Silverwolf in quite different outfits. Man, that was really good as well. Oh, I think I'm going to live to hate the Myriad Celestia trailers because I just want to do this realistically. This is what I want to do with them. Can I do this? No. I think I'm gonna put that in I'm gonna put it in A along with Jingyuan's one. We may have to do moving because if they keep getting better, like we've seen with all of the Genshin ones, with the Star Rail character trailers, we are in trouble. But that was really good. And hello, welcome in. 18 people. Welcome, everyone. So, next up is a Dan Hung one. I just want to get to here. History, Exodus of the Five Dragons. So this is maybe a little history book story of our best friend Dan Hung. Not Dan Hung, Dan Fung. That's what I was trying to say. I think, again, this will be really good. Where to put it? I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's quite bad if I put it in D, but I think I'm going to. And my reasoning is, I think this will be good, but I think some of the other, like, he has an animated short, right? And I think that one is just so much better than this. And I think his trailer was quite good. They've got to mess up with one of them, right? Yes, and I think particularly for the animated short type things, the Myriad Celestia type things, it's a lot more difficult with this predictions tier list. Here it is a lot of fun, but I think it's a lot simpler with the character trailers because you kind of know they're going to get better as time goes on, and then you got some of the idea of how much Huohuo likes characters. But literally any one of these, where, you know, we've got Ruan Mei here, but this could be the deepest lore dive we've got, or this Huohuo one could be nothing, and there's there's not much to go off of. But you know what, we're here for the ride. So I've put him in D. Hate me all you want. Trailer, prove me wrong.
I have traversed great lengths seeking a piece of history. The history of Long the Permanence.
The Permanence.
I too know little of the progenitor of all dragons.
I also think it's so cool that each world has multiple eons dipping their fingers into things.
Seeking the answer to existence.
Or I guess Bellabog really doesn't so much, but
the permanence was unraveled.
In the Luofu, we've got the permanence, the abundance, and the hunt all coexisting. Well, kind of fighting each other, but
giant dragon sat overseeing the turning of day and
man, look at this art. I'm such a fan of this kind of art style. This like calligraphy type
Pursuit of individual immortality,
ink brush strokes.
Multitude of malevolent creatures. Such is the fallacy of the plague's author.
So then does the permanence represent the continuance of bloodline? I also journey to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people. In the land
What's quite cool here is we're going into interpretation
of
of a path, right? Interpretation of the
Long scions are dispersed throughout
of the permanence here.
living in solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou, and that 5 elders descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over.
So a bit of that background of how they arrived.
Perhaps the permanence is the noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Alas, Imbibitor Lune forsook his oath, causing a state of great
And now we get the
disorder.
actual
The High
Dan Fung
Elders
history.
too bear mortal frailties, their heavy burdens ultimately becoming the shackles which bind them.
From your perspective, what does the permanence's revelation truly signify?
As the sun and moon rise and fall, the world undergoes continuous change. So the concept of stability is meaningless. Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the
The
world can one
5 elders, so that's 2 of them. That's number 3. I like that they've all kind of got a different element here.
Dragon meets its end among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the permanence.
Like this is a mountain-based
Within
one.
the cycle of life, any endpoint may mark
Then is
the
that Imbibitor
inception of a
Lune?
new journey.
Yeah. But Dan Fung
for him,
rather than Dan Hung.
It is no different.
Chained. Again, really good. I'm hating this tier list. I just want to put them all nicely in here. I think I'm happy currently with this ordering of them, which makes the job, if we need to shift them, a little bit easier. But it's, again, that's so good. Like, we're getting an insight into the history of the permanents and their presence in the Luofu. We're getting Dan Hung's history. We get to see the High Elders. We get to see, there's so much lore that we've just got creeping in. And yeah, you know what? Happy with that for now. Next up is Jingliu's one. And I just want to check title-wise. Is this... No, I can't skim over. Okay. Is this the one where she's up against Yanqing, or is that an animated short? I think that's an animated short, but I think this one will be really good. What to do with it? I want to put it high, but I think I'm gonna put a top of B ahead of Jingyuan's one, mainly because I think the S rank will be held by quite a lot of these, and maybe chucking an Acheron's one, and Firefly's one I remember being quite good. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do this for now. Jingliu placed in top of B for my prediction. Here we go.
Traveling with you has stirred up my curiosity. What drove you to pick up the sword at such a young
Man, I regret
age?
this already. I want to put this way higher.
I suppose there's no harm in telling you.
This is the
First,
Yanqing
it was
one.
the general's stories about the previous sword champion. He told me about her
And he doesn't
unparalleled
know
skills,
that she's
her
the
unmatched
previous
prowess
sword
with a single
champion.
blade. It
Oh,
inspired me that one day I could earn the title myself.
So, it was the allure of renown.
I also wanted to live up to the general's expectations and repay him for the gift of his teachings. Where would I be
I remember
without him?
seeing this a little bit before Jingliu came out, and I was like, okay, Dan Hung,
It's
you're
more
getting
than
skipped.
that. One day,
I've got
I'll
my
run into battle
priorities.
alongside my Cloud Knight comrades, defending the Luofu and striking down those who threaten us. Putting
Again,
my
we've got that
abilities
golden
to
theme
great
coming
use.
through for the Luofu.
In the end, it all comes back to fealty.
And the
What's
moon
with
is
all the
very
questions,
present
miss?
here.
Why did you choose the path of the sword?
Well,
I too was once shackled by fame and fortune, impeded by bonds and loyalty. But in the end, the sword moves beyond such notions. For the sword is just a sword, an instrument determining life
it's
and
almost
death.
like
Nothing can tarnish its essence.
a nihility kind of viewpoint on this. I guess more so a destruction one.
Only when you've walked the fiery trail and cut through every impediment can you understand the
Oh,
purpose
that
behind
red.
every swing of your sword.
So good in this like desaturated whites, blacks. Oh. I'm not sure little
Do
Yanqing
you
was
understand
prepared
now,
for that answer.
Future sword champion. I wield the sword to vanquish my
Man.
enemies. Nothing more.
Nothing more.
And now our battle begins.
Again, really, really good. I think what's quite different about this one and the other ones is this has kind of been a personal history of Jingliu, and the other ones, I guess Dan Hung's one was in a similar vein, but for the first two we saw, the first one was all of the eons. The second one was the Luofu history, and for Kafka's one, we get the Stellaron Hunters. Dan Hung's one is a more restricted point where we only get really the permanence in the Luofu and Dan Hung, whereas Jingliu's one was basically just Jingliu. And I think for that reason, I do have to mark it down, even though I really, really like it. I think I try and picture some of the ranking things as we go along, and I think lore quality is going to be there, along with like how good the video is, how good the music is, that kind of thing. So I think I'm going to put her in B right this second. Hunter Nihility had tied it away. Yes. And I think I remember seeing a long time ago things about the eons all being in pairs, apart from equilibrium. Is that still a big theory? I've been so like far gone from the deep lore stuff for a while. I used to be watching like all those lore theory crafting, the deep dives, and that was an idea for a time, but I don't know if that's still the case. But I think that's also such a cool thing about the eons, if that is still the case. Because kind of a path embodying a certain idea does lend itself to the opposites of those ideas and then coming into conflict, because if a path for one idea can stem up, people that disagree may find themselves leading towards another path and creating that path as a result of the first path. Yeah, this did feel very much like a character teaser, which is, I think, ahead of time I was trying to figure out, because for Genshin it was quite clear which ones I'd do. The three things: the character trailers, teasers, and then roping in all the animated shorts. Whereas here we get a kind of mixture of lore stuff and character stuff in under the blanket of Myriad Celestia and Golden Epic at the later stages. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Personal ones, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much with a lot of the opposites, isn't it? Cool. So next up, is this a Interstellar Peace Corporation? Yes. I have no recollection of this. For that reason, I guess if it was going to be towards the top of this list, maybe I'd remember it better. For that reason, I'm going to put it here. Some need to get sacrificed to the D tier. I'm going to do that. And I'll put it here. I'm going to be proven wrong immediately, as always with these lists. I guess we'll see. That decision is now locked in. Here we go. Yeah, I really don't remember this.
Hey there, you! Yes, you! Wait for you. The gem filled with
We've got Albert.
Potential. Hold on to your hats. The IPC's gem identification system will ensure that each.
Again, we're in such a different style. We're in like it's like an infographic, right? Like a
reel of adventure coursing through your veins. If so,
like I feel like I'm watching a Kirksgard video.
With the nameless Oswaldo Schneider leading the way, a vast
what a different kind of music.
Soon be a part of our expansive credit system. If you're someone who values structure,
I'm watching an ad.
Our business consolidation department offers the perfect stage for you to shine, with products twinkling like a million stars.
Like look at this. This is so like so wildly different to everything else we've seen.
Delivery systems and synesthesia beacons. What was once science fiction is now reality. Proudly produced by the IPC. Got an idea that's nothing short of genius? Look no further. Our technology department is waiting for you. Join us.
This is just a like corporate advertiser.
Dim before the luminous path of the Amber Lord. Know that the building material logistics department is the sanctuary for the most ardent of followers. Become the cornerstone of our operations. Every stone you place with precision plays a pivotal role. Grit will form the backbone of our formidable.
Imagine, yeah, Albert playable.
Go beyond the ordinary.
I would not be surprised.
This message is for you. At the Strategic Investment Department, talent is the most precious investment of all. Origin, background, irrelevant. Diamond seeks out the unique and the extraordinary.
And now we're seeing the Stonehearts, right?
The Talent Motivation Department isn't just another division. It's a shining beacon of empowerment. Top talent deserves top perks, and that's why the Talent Motivation Department was established. Every task you undertake.
So like it feels like I'm on like a business website and scrolling through with some of these things that pop up.
Their craft and still hold on to cherished dreams. Our operations are as everlasting as the sway of ocean tides along the shore. Witness the traditional project department's great supervisor, Arita, ready to capture
So
the
sick.
treasures the tide unveils.
I'm just like
Take the leap, join our ranks.
I'm
and
remembering
climb to
why I
unparalleled heights. Shape the destinies of myriad worlds.
why I love the
Make
idea
your
of Star Rail so
galaxy
much,
your very own footnote.
because they set out at the start to be able to do all these different, completely different styles.
We're waiting for you.
All for the Amber Lord. I think what's also really, really cool about the IPC is the fact that the Eon is so different, like visually, to a lot of the IPC style things. Like the IPC is business, corporate, technology, kind of the ideas of our modern day society, and then the Eon is just this rock fire golem that's like a fire spirit, a rock spirit. It's such like a contrast, but they work together because the Eon represents the path and the idea, and that's what meshes well with them. Like you'd expect maybe new of the erudition to be more IPC coded based on looking at it, but I think I just find that so cool that there's that difference. But what to do with it? What to do? Can we just temporarily do this and move on? Okay, no. I think currently it feels I want to put this, I think in terms of my personal preference, I like the styles of the Luofu one and the Kafka one more. But I think in terms of like the just information, how well it fitted the thing, I think it tops those two. Because that was so... If you tell me that you're going to have like Mark Zuckerberg like then walk out at the end of that and say, come and join me at Facebook, or like people like that, like billionaires that will come out and say, and look, this is why you should join our company, we're at the forefront, I would not be surprised. Like you could put that kind of thing, that complete styling, that complete whatever in like a business show, and it would fit so well. And I think for that reason I'm gonna put that above the other two. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. And do I want to do a harsher movement now? I think I want to do something like this, mainly because these had more spread in terms of what lore we got, whereas Dan Hung's was then a smaller scope and Jingliu's was an even smaller scope. Even though I think personally I like the Jingliu one more, but I think that's just, I'm very biased in the fact that I think Jingliu is such a well-designed character. And yeah, so yeah, Topaz wasn't. We had Diamond mentioned. I didn't pick up on all of the Stonehearts that were mentioned. I saw Diamond, but that's it. There were probably more that I didn't see, but I think it's what Star Rail does so well is not telling us things, if that makes sense. Like the IPC is so huge, and we've had a few little insights into it from a few different characters, and then some of the more grunt characters, like in the Luofu event, where there was the guy interfering with the transportation or whatever. I think they do so well with that. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's go to the next one, which is an exorcism and a Feixiao garden. So I think we're going to be down here again, mainly because this is an individual. Oh, wow, that was actually a really bad placement. D, and then ended up in A. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We move on. I think this is going to be super, super personal into Huohuo. And I think for me at the moment, the thing that's doing the most for the rankings is how much lore we get out of it. And also, I guess, how well stylized. So I think for that reason, it will be bumped up. Maybe to... No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna live to regret it in about 30 seconds. Or maybe less. But let's see.
When the Xianzhou people roamed the galaxy, they inevitably meet strange beings. So lots of spooky stories start with these encounters.
Look at this different style again.
On one such occasion, a new Ten Lords Commission judge received a
This is
decree
so...
ordering her to subdue a demon.
Excuse me?
I can't think of what this is. A term for this. This is so like we're doing a web event for Huohuo. That's how this feels. Like it's not quite chibi, but it's almost. Well, that is very.
You, the one.
Look how different and I guess fun this is compared to
Careful. Are you okay?
what we've seen. Like every trailer is so vastly different to everything we've seen before. Oh.
Knock, knock. The door isn't gonna hold much longer.
Uh-oh.
Knock, knock. The door's coming
Is it
down.
Mr. Tail? Oh, she's died. Everyone.
You asked for a spooky tale to grow some guts, didn't you? This is what you faced on your first day.
She was reading a
What are you
story.
shaking in your
Oh.
boots?
That's enough courage training for today.
Where do you think you're going?
Just watching a scary movie. That was so... You tell me that this is a character teaser, and I completely believe you. Like, this was very much a character teaser. Granted, it was very good. But I think as a result, it has to sit... Based on these rules I'm making up along the way, it's going to sit there. We may make changes to it later. Because, okay... But I also think the Acheron one will just be a character teaser, but that's so good. Okay, you know what? Let's take a step back. We need to think about how this list is being done. I think my way of doing this is not good. And for that reason, I want to do something like this. Because I think we will get actually more and more character teasers now that aren't just lore. So... move my brain a bit. Okay. Let's not do it the way I just did. So I still think it's towards the lower end. But I'm gonna bump the Jingliu one as a result, and we'll see what we do with the others. Because actually I think later down the line we'll get more and more character teaser, and I don't want to keep marking them down as a result of that. Maybe it's a bad decision, but it's a decision I'm going to make. Ruan Mei, I think she'll be here, along with the Kafka one in C tier, I think. And I think I'm going to do that. Pretty even mix. Yeah, okay. So super prioritizing the lore ones is then not a good idea if we're going on an even mix line. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to put it in C. We'll see. We'll see. Get it? If that lives up to it.
Mother, your letters are always welcome. The plum blossoms bloom and wither, and I occasionally catch a scent of loneliness. I once again am thinking back to the research in my childhood, together with you in No Man's Land. That comfy cabin, teeming with boundlessly joyous forms of life. Those days are unforgettable.
So a super, like, personal
I understood
here.
the vastness of the universe
A
too
different
early.
world.
I was different than every other kid around me.
She's just fascinated by danger rather than...
Birth, growth, death,
in fear of it.
lamenting the process of
I guess
life,
fascinated
the origin
in,
of my thinking.
yeah, life.
I began to realize that I longed for something pure. Attachment involves the insular cortex, which controls anxiety and pain. The laws of emotion can be easily broken down.
So
Children will become more well-behaved when they receive random rewards.
she's one of those,
When I
she
discovered
could
how
be
easy it was
the
to
biggest
elevate a
bad
planet,
guy in our
I
story
began to feel
so
uneasy.
easily. Because there's
I
no,
increasingly understand that I long
care.
for more fundamental research.
it's, if it
Recently,
furthers
I've
the
had some
research,
different thoughts.
she'll do it. Like we saw that storyline in the
At
space
first, I
station.
was terrified of its appearance. It is born of wonder, does not resist, and does not grieve. It is the closest thing to the feeling I had when I was a child.
She's just ignoring the conversations between Herta and Skrullum.
It asked me, where does the research end? Life is so colorful, but it has nothing to do with me.
They're completely
I
detached
explore the
from
mysteries of the universe and seek deeper
everything.
answers. I have nothing to lose and nothing to gain.
She's very much an embodiment of the erudition, isn't she?
You can dissect remembrance, control equilibrium, deconstruct beauty.
Oh, and now we're going into that.
I will understand life and touch on these conceptions. And perhaps I too can become an
Eon. That's some actual gameplay.
Worry not.
They're
my
getting
dear
bodied.
assistant.
Oh, that means we get every blessing of a path. That's what the Ruan Mei showing up does, right? Yeah, again, very different, but it was very, very much personalized. We get a kind of insight in her goals and her apathy. And I think I'm gonna put her at the top of these guys. We still have got a bit of a lore thingy split, but I think that kind of touches its fingers on her ambition to become an Eon. That a mortal can have such an ambition. And I think that's got quite big implications, and I think that's really cool. So I think that's where I'm gonna put her, in the top of B for right now. Next up is the Annihilation Gang. This, I don't remember. I want to see the title. I don't remember what happens in this. Do we see them get all destroyed at the end? I don't remember, but I think this will also be quite good. This was just before Penacony, and I remember at the time everyone was like, oh my god, look at all these new characters we're going to get. And then, spoiler, they're all dead. Well, actually, no, not the Dahlia, but like, it's then they're just kind of in the main game mentioned as like an afterthought of like, oh, so Acheron just went no. And I think that's so chaotic and so Star Rail. it's the way I want to put it. And I think because of those ideas around that time, I want to put it quite high. I think I'm gonna put it. It's do I want to put it above Kafka's or below it? Wait, this is the final tier list, right? Yeah, I think this is gonna be quite high because of like, I guess contextually, how I was gonna say how significant it was, but actually how insignificant it was, which I think is more of a something even cooler, I guess. So I'm gonna put it, I think, top of B, and that's where I'm gonna leave it right now. Let's see it.
Penacony, planet of festivities. A
Boom.
cradle drowning in
So
trees.
Dahlia, Duke, Inferno.
The family has summoned guests.
And
for
yeah,
its
the
grand
art of this was so good.
The
Like,
golden blood will flow from the destruction.
it feels like we're going into like ultra HD 8K resolution. Like, this is so crisp and gritty and like semi-realism, which is so different to what we've seen so far. I keep saying it. And then their plan to bring the destruction to fight the harmony. It's our first different group of the destruction we're seeing compared with the so this is the Annihilation gang. Man, I've forgotten what the group that attacks the space station is. Now we've got these like metallic looking cogs. It's like the reds of the fire. It feels like we're in a forge.
You got it, old man.
And Constance at last.
And Constance.
Most ambitious and exceptional child. There is
The only
nothing
playable
to
one of
teach
these so far.
Just remember, without Peliconi's midnight hour, strip away all they hold dear, and leave naught but the remembrances too.
This is so... Yes, Antimatter Legion. Thank you.
Katarina, a little
Do you reckon
pessimism might be
they took a
wise.
look at the like response for this this trailer and saw, look at how many people were excited about the Dahlia. She's the one we're making. Or I guess Constance at this time.
Still, it is wise to plan ahead, Father.
What is our fallback if things become perilous?
Fall.
I think
Such a thing does not exist.
they've done such a good job with making all of these characters look so unique.
Heroic to cling to.
Like it's almost they wasted the
Relish Peliconi's.
they've wasted the design process there. Why can't we have all of these as playable?
Welcome its new master from Fedora. Ifrit, Duke Inferno, Everflame Mansion.
That was so good again. Oh, what do I do with it? What do I do with it? I think I want to put it here. And I think we're going to have to do a harsh already move down of things. It's to me I view these two as quite similar. But I think purely because the Kafka one is a lot more information on the Stellaron Hunters, whereas this one is basically a group that don't exist anymore. But I think that's just so cool in its own vein. So I think this is now my adjusted final list for now, and we'll see if we do anything with it. Yeah, imagine they should have brought them in for the Fate event and just have them just randomly show up as masters and just have the Fate Wars, them with like Lancer, chucking Gilgamesh and chucking, I don't know, Ryder. They've got those three, and then we have some of the others. Just have that as a fight rather than I guess the adjusted one we had. But that would be very in the vein of Star Rail as well. Just like, oh yeah, here are these characters. We probably won't make them playable, but here you go. But yeah, I do very much hope that they bring them back, because it's just, again, I think Star Rail characters, their designs are all so unique because they all come from these varying worlds and these varying races and these varying, like, there's no, like, I think in world you get a lot of similarities between characters, but it's so good that we get these, this variance in character design. Like, Duke Inferno is just a goat skull bathed in fire and he's wearing a suit. He's got a floating fiery crown. Like, that's so cool. Like, why can't we have that? But yeah, anyway, I've gotten sidetracked once again. Next up is the Black Swan one. So Black Swan's character trailer was a bit of an insight into the weirdness of Penacony, right? And I think this is effectively a teaser for her, I think. But I think we'll also get a bit of that, like, here's some of Penacony, because she's kind of, I mean, they've already shown her to be a narrator in the first trailer we saw today. And I think they'll continue on that line. And Huohuo tends to do the first character of a region is a bit of an introductory one to that region. And I think for that reason, with this list, I'm going to put a top of B here. Mainly because I do think a lot of these will end up bumping down later, but I do quite like the trailers, the teasers, the Myriad Celestias that do background and introductions of not just one character but quite a lot. So yeah, that's my placement locked in.
A dazzling item. Are you looking for its owner?
Here she is.
Allow me
at the check-in area of the Grand Hotel. Look at this. This is like oil painting-y. Wow. Like, I am just such a massive fan of like the color that they had in Penacony. Like, it just, I think they just nailed their themes so well. Sparkle showed an appearance. And yeah, this is a bit of like an introduction to Penacony, right? In like a very different lens. Because I guess thematically, are we in the memory of the guy who took the card, but she's then manipulating it? Or maybe not. I'm not entirely sure, but it's so cool. Like, she's been going in, we're in this whole like, yeah, oil painting-y style. She's been changing themes based on what images she's in. Here's our introduction to Robin and Sunday. I've probably missed some characters as we've gone. Aventurine. And then we're back in his memory. Acheron is here.
The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
Duke Inferno, Firefly. And all of that just in the...
Predestined paths have already converged.
Showing the card. And then Robin's here. And again, they're still hinting at the Annihilation. Or they're not.
Menacing infernal fire absorbed by the vast, profound sea.
Because those were her invitations, right?
Surprisingly dwells on
to each of the groups.
The planet of festivities.
Again, that was so good. They did. I'm a massive fan of the, I think, sheer amount of like hinting towards different characters, different places. I really like that kind of thing. I really like the different characters making their way into other, or what's effectively other people's trailers. So I'm gonna put that in S alongside. Or am I? You know what? No, I've changed my mind. It's gonna go in A. I think S is gonna end up with a lot of competition. I think that was really good. The second best we've seen so far for me. And I'm gonna leave it there for now. I think also I'm gonna put that down. And leave it like this. Truth does not lie. Yeah, that's such a, but I guess in Penacony, things that were truth were sometimes lies. Like, but I guess from Black Swan's lens, she always saw everything as it was, right? Except from her dance with Acheron, which we'll get to next week, but for her dealing in memory and dealing in, I guess she deals in a world of truth. Whereas, yeah, and then through her lens, there's not lies. I'm reading way too much into something that is so obviously true, and I'm making up stuff. You know what? I'll stop waffling. Let's move on to Sparkle's one, which behind the curtain. If I remember, this felt a little bit like a little bit along the route of her trailer. But I don't remember. I don't know. I think this will be quite good. Sparkle stuff tends to be quite good. I'm gonna put it here. Enough people believe a lie becomes truth. That's true. Well, in some cases. In other cases, not necessarily. The tree fell, but no one believes the tree fell. The tree still fell. It's just maybe not to some people. Anyway, you know what? I'm getting way sidetracked. Let's go. Sparkle's trailer. I've put it in B just below Black Swan's one. Let's give it a watch. Sparkle's ones are always so, like, different. Yeah, this is a completely different style for her.
It doesn't matter who I am off stage.
And is this a hint to, well, where we've gone to now? Plan Arcadia.
Is that when I'm on stage, I'm just Sparkle. It's you, my beloved mask.
Oh, yes. This one feels really like the Nahida one, doesn't it?
When I'm angry, you're still smiling. When I'm sad, you keep on smiling.
This is
like a veil that I can hide under. The one wearing the veil, that's Sparkle.
Man, I've unlocked the memories of this as we've been going. Now it's the next mask.
It's you, my beloved mask. When I'm happy, you're smiling too. When I'm angry, you're screaming too. When I'm sad,
Man, this is so...
you're crying too.
They're doing such a good job with the music. We've got this...
Like a mirror, showing my reflection.
This repeating, this like craziness.
That's Sparkle.
That's kind of making its way in. And then we've got another mask. And now it's looking exactly the same as her expression.
You're screaming. When I'm angry, you're crying. When I'm sad, you're smiling. You're like a face staring at me. I'm not Sparkle.
Oh.
No. I am Sparkle. So, when I realized life was just a play,
Her entire life became the show.
Stage. Because off stage, there's an even bigger stage. What do you say? Who's the real Sparkle?
Oh, that was really good. I've got like chills. I've got I've got goosebumps. Oh, that was so good. I think all of Sparkle's like content around her. We'll see how the the final one is. I've definitely not seen that, but we'll see. All of her stuff feels so crazy, so like convoluted, so you're taken into her head, and it's. I want to put her up here along with the Black Swan one. Even though, you know what, I've been saying all along, I like things with multiple characters, but I just think we've just gone into her mind and we've just gone into that craziness. They've done such a good job with the music, the looping, the story, the Yeah, you know, I'm happy with that. She's going to sit in S alongside the first one we saw today. Next up is, I think, going to be my first actually predicted S. We've got Acheron's one. I want to find the title for us. A Cleave Across the Transient World. I think this is going to be incredible. I've definitely seen it. Do I remember it? No. Do I remember liking it? Absolutely. So my prediction is it's going to be in the S tier. Let's see. I regret not putting Sparkles that high, but...
Do you still remember why you forged these blades?
This, like, I mentioned it in the trailers video, but the second it was confirmed Acheron was Ruan Mei, I was like, absolutely, done.
They wrought death and
I wasn't planning on pulling for her, and then I was like, nope, you've sold me.
Izumo splintered 70,000 and
I wish we had the dark hair, red horns form. That's all I need. That's them.
The first was truth, forged
if they announce it a year ahead, I'm not pulling on anyone. We're just gonna savor them. We're gonna E6 them.
And create miracles.
But anyway, I'm getting a little bit distracted.
The second was sky, forged by the eternal zenith. It could form a barrier from the first.
Description of... I don't remember how many swords. This is the second?
The third was Howl, able to summon lightning to rend the heavens.
If I remember, each of these are a reference to Honkai Impact 3rd character, aren't they?
And tear cloud with biting wind and rain.
I've not played enough of it.
The fifth was Frost, freezing the land.
But I remember really enjoying the bits I did play. Just didn't have the time.
The sixth was Fate, the restless cycle of life and death. Then there was Flare, Thought, Root, Form, Bind, Maw. With those sentinels, we seized on tomorrow's expectation, winning victory after victory, until...
All of them were broken.
Man.
The price of every victory was a world.
Because what happened to Acheron as Ruan Mei was the opposite, right, of what happened in the...
And so Izumo splintered 12 sentinels.
Main story of Honkai Impact 3rd. Or rather, this is the story where Kiana dies.
The world forged 70,047 blades, and only one could save Izumo.
Do we get then Acheron of the Nihility? Is that
the
opposite?
Road to salvation does not exist. There is no trace of tomorrow.
Man, look at how good this looks.
Resisting the Kamigami.
Like, I think this is the first one that's felt full anime of like what we're seeing here.
Everything, all for the destruction of two worlds. In times past, Takamagahara, upon which the Kami descended, was surely as beautiful as Izumo.
Oh my god.
So, do you still remember why Izumo forged these blades?
Because of a lie. An end that never existed.
Man.
We long since strode into their shadow. Each step forward one that we can never walk back.
The music is so good.
Until the last blade is forged into...
Not. And then the transition into Acheron rather than Ruan Mei.
I knew this world was fleeting. And yet...
I'd like to do a preamble. This isn't locked in, but that's my my temporary. We would just take it on a whole story. That was, for me, that was incredible. I am worried about what we're gonna see later down the line, because they're gonna they're gonna fight for that top spot. As I said at the start, only one trailer can sit in that spot at any given time. So there's going to be a lot of competition up there, I think. And we're going to have a lot of shifting, I think, in this list. But for now, that's my... Like, that just took us on a whole cinematic journey. Like we just... I don't know. Maybe it's because I connect more with Acheron, with Ruan Mei, with that storyline. I think that's definitely a factor. But for right now, that's my current SS. I'm happy with the S prediction I made. Next up is Robin's one. If we had wings, I assume this is going to be like a little, like Robin and Sunday kind of. So again, I hate this stage because I keep wanting to put them higher and higher. I think I'm going to put her in A. I have a feeling I'm just going to really connect with it again and want to put it S, but for now, we're going to do this and we're going to leave her A. We're not far off the territory where there's a lot of things now I haven't seen. So we may have to, we may be in a bit of a competition here with then how to do this predictions list, but here we go. 3 minutes 50.
Thank you for tuning in to this interview. As Miss Robin mentioned, her introduction to music came from her mother. During that disaster...
You're fighting again? Mom.
Oh god, is this...
Don't be afraid.
People finding salvation in Robin's music?
Look, a bird. I want to hear more of Miss Robin's story.
Aww.
Let me tell you all a secret. This bird knows Robin.
Oh.
It knows
well, I mean,
all about her.
The bird's Robin's hands.
Robin couldn't hear anything except for the loud ringing in her ears. But she knew that her mother was singing to her. She could see her mother's lips moving. She could feel her mother's breath.
Protecting the siblings.
You'll be safe and sound. She could hear that silent wish.
One day, you'll step onto an even bigger stage. Even more people will hear you sing, and they'll sing with you.
No, I'll sing with both of us, brother.
Again, we're on a completely different vein. Ah.
She wanted to.
Well, he does step onto that final stage, doesn't he?
And even more wishes. But behind the beautiful sounds, there were noises of
an ad.
Sounds of every
Unknown man.
Her.
Is that not Robin?
The gazes of many followed her.
I guess this her feeling trapped in fame. Oh my god.
She thought about fleeing, but something always stopped her. Because a singer could never turn her back on her audience. Or herself.
The young her that was her dream.
The self that others protected. I wanted to protect others. That others forgave. That wanted to forgive others. That wanted to make the
rock
wishes
star.
come true. The self that wanted to make others' wishes come true. For every self, for every wish, she couldn't give up.
Miss, I also want to sing on stage and sing for Miss Robin. Can my wish come true?
Oh, it's quite easy actually.
Of course it can. Let's start now.
Get on a stage now and you've done it.
The songs you sing, she will absolutely love them.
Thank you, Miss Robin. I want to be a doctor. I want to keep singing when I grow up. Fighting's almost over.
Brother, our wish is slowly coming true.
So, like...
This is the end of our interview. It is reported that Miss Robin has now left for Penacony. Dear friends, we hope
this is
to
her
see you
arrival.
again on the planet of festivities.
Again, this feels so... It feels like we're going further than some of the character teasers we saw in Genshin, right? That was such like an insight into her story, and I hate that I want to keep putting them. I'm gonna put it here. I think Sparkles was so chaotic, so unique that she deserves a spot up here. But again, that was really good. What's gonna happen when we get to Amphorius? I'm not sure I'm ready, but you know what? I'm gonna leave her here for now. I think we're gonna need to do a major shift very soon, but yeah, for now, I think top of A. Next up is Firefly, and presently beneath a shared sky of stars. I think it'll be really good again, and I think I'm going to put her together with Robin's one as a prediction. We're constantly in a battle up here, and I think they're just going to keep upping the ante, and that's great. I shouldn't be finding this like a bad thing, but it makes the list hard. But you know what? I'm loving the trailers. So here we go. Let's lock it in for A along with Robin's.
Command, this is AR-26710. Please respond.
I don't think they'll respond. What should we do? We're the only survivors around.
I also like
No
that there's
matter what,
a fair bit
get in
of,
touch with the others.
like a little bit of uniqueness between the actual
It'll be faster this way, right?
Iron Cavalry. And that's Firefly.
I understand. Article 4 of Glamoth's military regulations. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited.
This way, we'll be discovered very quickly. Even though we'll be punished.
Right, so
That
their
can't
way
be
to find a way back is breaking the rules.
How many times is this for you now? Leaving
Aww.
the cockpit like this.
Is that why she chose her name? There's that theme.
Article 2 of Glamoth's military regulations. Remain on guard. Article 4. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. Do you have a death wish?
A Firefly Type 5 personal escort model. Very nice.
No, the name comes from the mech.
You're the odd one out now.
You can't connect to command either. Why don't you join us?
No thanks.
Aww.
I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
What's this?
I picked it up on the battlefield. It seems to be
camera.
a civilian device. Even though it's no longer working. And the lens is scratched.
Oh.
If you look through the lens, it feels like looking at a whole different world.
Lens? No wonder you wear those weird goggles.
I have other reasons too. If everyone looked the same, how would we tell each other apart? Your hair is very unique.
Thank you. I've been growing it out.
The length
Yeah, I
is
guess
also
all
proof
of them
your
being
experience.
effectively clones makes it
But
difficult for there
sometimes
to
it
be
gets in my eyes.
big differences.
I'm not sure if I
They've got to
should
find their ways of showing their
Your
uniqueness.
turn. Are you really not going to say anything?
Comms are back up. Article 8. Surviving knights should immediately return to their units.
Well, now we're ready to go back now. A bow
looks nice.
That's her uniqueness.
Really suits you.
I hope we can see stars on the next battlefield. Will we see each other again? Probably not. What if the war ends? Then we should be able to find each other.
Well, sadly, we do know the conclusion of that. Oh,
What should I say?
they decided to do
wish
it
us
too.
all a triumphant return.
Tragedy, isn't it? Again, really good. I feel like we have seen a bit of a quality jump, and I just what do we do with them? I think I'm gonna put us here alongside, I think just below the Penacony one, even though I think I've found that I really connected with that. I think because Robin's like I think Firefly's Myriad Celestia didn't give us as much insight as maybe some of the others that we've seen, because I think Firefly's real hard hitters is her character trailer and that animated short. You all know the one I'm talking about. So I think that's where I'm going to leave her trailer for now. Like, my heart says put it higher, but I don't think I can. Next up, I believe this is one about Herta, and I'm not sure. No, Stoneheart's Oath Ring. Absolutely no idea what to do with this. I don't remember this at all. Because we're on the Stoneheart, it's going to be really good again. What to do with it? I think I'm going to chuck it in A and maybe above some of these, because we're going to get a lot of information. Sure, that's my prediction. Oh no, it's Yunli's one. Oh no, I just skipped again. I just skipped twice. Okay, here we go. We've got the same proper animated logo that we've seen previously.
Penacony has been reincorporated into the IPC's distribution of shares.
Okay.
But we also paid a high price. A cornerstone was completely destroyed.
Yes.
Thus, Diamond summoned everyone, with me as chair, to decide Aventurine's punishment. Take
So who
away
is
his
this
position as one of the 10 Stonehearts.
speaking?
We all took an oath to treasure the cornerstones like our own lives. But Aventurine's death was a necessary part of the plan.
Death. This kind of unnecessary extravagance was just for yourself, wasn't it?
Is that amethyst? Topaz?
By reclaiming
I think it's so
Penacony,
cool
the
how
strategic
stylized we've
investment
got each of these
department won over
characters.
another vote of the 7
Jade?
board members. The 10 Stonehearts have always valued results.
I think what's cool is like
some
their
value their oaths
characters,
Sapphire is in favor of
designs.
punishment. There's also agate. They
Like,
might be
not all
dead.
of the characters
I even
are
have to convey their
colored
opinions for
like
them.
their actual.
Just my 2 cents. I think we're being overly
Oh man, that's a cool looking character.
I'd let everything become more of a bloodbath.
I think the crown there's really cool. But I like that, for example, Jade isn't really green themed. She's
This
purple,
is her
but the Jade is green.
But as an Intellitron, I
Man,
think there
look at
should
all
be
these
more
characters.
justice in your life.
This is our proper
Only one vote left,
IPC
as
characters.
expected. The final verdict comes down to this one.
4v4, the natural outcome. Everyone here has always been so united. We are all the same.
Opal?
We
Was that?
band together, merely to obtain what we want. If that's the case, why not keep extracting from this one?
Showing that effective taking of
You can
everything.
come back. Your time isn't up yet. This is also Diamond's recommendation. For the war among the eons, we shall give it our all. The mighty hammer of the Amber Lord has struck. Since we bear the duty of the Stonehearts, even if we must risk our life and limb, we will follow the preservation to the end.
Oh, again.
For the Amber Lord.
Oh, for the Amber Lord. I think once again we're left with a tricky decision. I think we're quite easily up here. With like the character reveals we got, the hints towards future ones. Does that mean I should put it towards this one? Yes. But I think there was like that felt like quite a jump. Because I think whilst the one with the Luofu characters did introduce us to a lot of characters with like imagery of who they are, that kind of thing, the Stoneheart one was very what's the word for it? The Stoneheart's one had a bit more substance in the fact that, yeah, the vote for Venturine's fate happened, right? Like, we had an actual event occurring rather than just telling a story of the history or telling a story of like the current situation. We got actually an event happening, which I think gives it quite a bit more weight. And also I think it was produced maybe a little bit better. I don't know, but that's my current placement. We're in big trouble, by the way, because look at this. Is a nice, say we got to the end of this. This would be a nice distribution, but we've got all of these, which are going to be more heavily peaked towards the top. Oh man. And yeah, super lucky, isn't he? But he wouldn't be a Venturine if he didn't rely on a little luck, would he? Okay. Next up is Yunli's one. I'm going to be a little bit critical, and I'm going to put her down in C tier. This is, I'm ready to be proven wrong. Some characters need to go down here. This is too, I don't want to be too heavily skewed, but we will be. Oh man. Yeah, C tier, that is locked in. Here we go.
Gifted sword master, taught by Huohuo.
What's this voice?
Yunli.
Oh. The way that was animated, like the way that turned, was so classy.
You will become the sword champion, towering above all. The war dance is merely one small step on your path.
This is not even slightly what I was expecting.
And make you invincible. Countless people got what they wanted with me in their hands. A mediocre swordsman instantly became world famous. And a dying old woman finally carried out her revenge.
Man.
Your future is right here. You just need
God, they're doing such a good job of making that creepy demon self.
Still a chatterbox. You cursed sword. You're still struggling, even with the molten remains standing ready.
She's become a cat? Sacrificing these swords. This is so cool.
My desire?
Don't you want to go to the Luofu? Don't you want to become the sword champion?
Is to melt cursed swords like you. The truth behind you fulfilling a human
This is so
is that you
different to what I expected. It's really good.
Turn them into zombies. But humans should be the one to decide where their sword points. The war dance ceremony? I couldn't care less. But the sword that will be the victor's prize.
Yunli? Are you hungry?
Aww.
Eat first, then go back to melting swords.
But I want
want to eat berry pheasant skewers. Berry pheasant skewers. Berry pheasant skewers.
Just wait a little bit longer. You can get some once we're on the Luofu.
Oh, stop. Again. Really good. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Switch desktops rather than switching tabs. Again, I don't want to keep putting them up, but that was so good. Like, I feel like they did that so well. I want to do this. Then I think I'm going to merge these two tiers and do this. Something like this. Am I happy about it? No. But I think that's my MIDI adjustment for right now. I think we're going to go through another one very soon, because that's kind of just how this goes. But next up is Feixiao and what to do with Feixiao. I think this will also be really, really good. And we're just going to end up in... Okay, I'm going to put it in beta. I hate the fact that I put sparkles here. And like, ours was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I thought, you know what, they nailed it with the trailer. They can't nail it again, but, well, proven wrong, as always. Here we go, then. This is Feixiao's trailer, the final one of... Well, no, not the final one of Penacony. Okay, Japanese. Need to focus a little bit more. A bow. This is so stylized. It's got that ink painting style. Oh, look at that. The way the arm moved to the side was so cool. The sad reality of her upbringing, her race compared with the Wolven race. And then her message from the hunt, right? I'm not sure I've seen this before. I think from this point onwards, I'm in completely unknown territory. The arrowhead of the hunt. The music's just building. Her fight against the abundance. The Borison, that was the group. Merlin's claw descends. Man, I'm just being drawn in. This is great. And there's the shine of the hunt. I became their arrow. Man, this is so cool. The gun part. Then her transformation. Man, that's so cool. Face this terror head on. Only the hunt endures beyond death. And then that's the symbol of the Merlin's claw that we saw previously. Oh, and we're not done. Okay. And we can now see that in a conflict. This arrow will still pierce my heart. Yep. Her battle against herself, which we saw in the story. Wow. I hate this. I'm not happy because again, I want to put her up here, but I think purely on the basis. No, who am I kidding? I'm gonna put her up there. I think that was incredible. I really loved what they did with just the art of it and how, like, for a lot of the Luofu ones, we've been seeing that like ink painting art style, and I think this one just topped what we've seen so far from them, and I think that was really, really good. Actually, I think I really like that Stoneheart. You know what? I'm going to be a little bit critical. I'm going to do that. A tier. Next up, this is, I think, our preview into Amphorius. Now, I have 100% seen this because this came at like a similar time to the preview in the live streams of when Amphorius was on the horizon. I think we are way up here. Do I think it's S? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to be a bit bold with my... No, I'm not. I've changed my mind. No, I don't think it will be above the preview of the Eons, but I think it will be really damn good. So, boom, here we go. Amphorius. No, I've changed my mind. I'm quite indecisive with this, but I think this is going to be incredible. I remember thinking, oh my god, when this came out, but we'll see.
In the legend's beginning, the world was pure chaos.
The art of this was so...
Then the gods cast down the core
out
flames,
there, like...
and the titans were born within. 3 titans,
like at this stage, we didn't even know what
earth,
the theme of Amphorius was going to be, really.
3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. The Titans blazed
Glare narrating for us. We're Black Swan for Penacony. The Glare here.
But the golden age was fleeting. And from beyond the sky came the heretical black tide.
The music is so...
darker than death itself. Driving the Titans to madness.
Like, this has got the same kind of feeling as that Dainsleif trailer for the story of Genshin, but we're restricted to Amphorius here.
As the gods waged war, the sun itself grew quiet in awe. A millennium of divine conflict left only a shattered world
and
an age of darkness. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods met its end.
Man.
Golden blood fell to the ground as a distant prophecy resounded. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
And then we get the gold for the glare.
You must gently caress the holy city's silken web and hearken to the sounds and voices of destiny.
And then the kind of desaturation kind of hints at the blindness. Now we have Tribbie.
Bearing tidings to you from hundreds of worlds. Anaxagoras the Foolish has enough knowledge to refute
Then an Axa.
and to stir up a torrent.
Skipped Mighty. So interesting that this isn't in the release order.
Go seek the priest who severs
and
dawn
now
from
we've
dusk,
got Hyacinth
the slumbering cot from which she wakes.
into Mighty.
The undying. Pierce the enemy's king with Crimnos' blood.
And I think they've done such a good job at like
Motion, Cypher the fleet
having the characters
command the frozen time to once
not their full design, but effectively that. And they've done it in such a classy way. And how well they're using colour for each character.
Then even frozen death.
But yeah, Casteris, and we had Cypher just now.
You will hear the sound of the ocean's abyss reverberating
Icelands.
through storm. You will see outlanders from faraway realms visiting under the veil of gloom.
Sunday?
Until the journey's end, when the titans of old have all fallen. And the nameless new king ascends the throne.
Seridra hint? Fine on.
Grand mission of deliverance. I gaze towards the distant future, where the sun shall etch the footprints of humanity. The children
And then this
of
was the,
humankind, known
oh
as the
my god, look at them
Crescent
all.
Heirs, shall pluck the gods' core flames, and once more uphold the world. The
Man.
flame chase is a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself.
And then the
holds
later
little
ones in
value.
dark.
Therefore we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke.
Man, this image is just so... It's giving the painting at the top of the Sistine Chapel. Is it the Sistine Chapel? But it's giving that kind of idea.
Most
And then
heroes'
Herta's
journeys
involvement.
in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a
Is
wheel.
there? Oh man.
Will your answer be any different, Amphorius?
Of course, this will be a romantic story like none
And
that has come
Sireni?
before. You think so too, right?
Okay. I guess now's a good point to mention how much of the story I've done. I did, I think, the first 2 patches of the Amphorius story, so I'm very much behind. But this has to go up here, I think. And I think a little bit above Sparkle's, even though I think Sparkle's Styles one was better. I think just for the sheer amount that we got out of this, like the amount of information, the character designs, the then the art style, the music, the journey we went on, meeting all these characters, I think it's so good. Yeah, please. I mean, I already know I'm going to be spoiled quite a bit with with going through these, but I think that's okay. But yeah, I am caught up to the I did the story with Tribbie in my day, so I've only done the first 2 patches of the Amphorius story. I think the thing that holds me back a little bit is I have a lot of my recorded. I've got both those patches stories recorded, and I've got, for example, the Genshin story recorded, and I've never known what to do with them, like what kind of video to make out of them. Do I do it as is? I didn't know if my channel would have much of an audience for super long form, which well, a lot of you have come over from seeing some of my big reactions to these things previously. I guess there is an audience for super long form. It's then I've then more recently been holding back on doing the story because I think the best form to do that is a stream, and then the VOD can stay up for those who want to watch that in their own time. So yeah, that's then a future option. But anyway, yeah. So try a little bit to hold back on spoilers, but if you want to get something out, absolutely go ahead. I'm not gonna super control these kinds of things. But yeah, so this trailer, yeah, in the 2.7 live stream, I remember going, okay, who's there? You, I'm pulling, like, I'm thinking, oh my god, like Star Rail is saved. This is it. And I think the problem I then had with Amphorius is the story segments are so long, which I think once you're doing it, it's really enjoyable, but then it's quite hard to start. And I'm the kind of person that I want to sit down in the morning. Today, I'm doing this patch's story. And I think the problem for me was that then knowing that you're in for, even 10 hours of story is a little bit overwhelming to get started. And then my personal issue is then the recording. But I think actually in stream form is the best way I can do that going forward. But anyway, I've gotten really distracted. That was so good. It absolutely deserves its place in the S tier right now. So next up is a Sunday one. I'd also like to mention from this point onwards, I've not seen a single one of these Myriad Celestias. So, and the golden epics from Amphorius. So after the sunset, I think this will be really good. The problem is I think everything from this point onwards will be really good. Where do I want to place that as a result? Maybe I don't know. I think I want to put him in A. I'm going to put him along with Robin. I quite like having them together. I think I'll put him just below, and I'm happy with that. So, Sunday's trailer. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, and we've got that creepy. Man, I've forgotten his Eon, the dead one. Not Harmony.
I ask you, what was your original
It'll probably come to me.
To let everyone
Aww.
hear our song and to sing together with the masses.
Order, thank you.
I wished only for the pure land in my imagination, a place where people laugh and also slumber.
I really like Sunday's
But with even such a small wish, I still
resolve
promise.
to supporting Robin in like even sacrificing himself to create
To protect even those closest to me. The
what he thinks is best for her,
never meant to
even
look
if
like this.
it doesn't go the best.
Has your dream changed? I don't know. But I see that people in the land of the dreams still live in another kind of prison. Self-judging, self-doubting, self-denying, and then robbed, oppressed, exploited. Unknowingly, happiness is long.
This is so sorry. I'm getting just like
I could create a future for them.
dragged into his.
If I could,
I think they're doing a really, really good job with the music here. Like it's. I think we keep getting closer and closer to stories being told, rather than.
As you see, in this paradise I have built.
I guess we started off with
the
like
virtuous are comforted,
ideas
the
showing
weak
off
are protected,
specific
the sinful are judged.
histories. Whereas here we're just being dragged into a character. We've got a kind of beginning, a climax to it.
Then do you know why everything is now so silent? Because people are asleep, no longer laughing. No, it is because they no longer wish to slumber here. In this sweet dream, only
And there's
I
the order
remain.
in the background.
When the last actor leaves the stage, the show must come to an end. And now, the final question. Why does life slumber?
Why does life slumber?
Because someday, I too will wake up from my dream.
I'll be 100%. I always felt a little bit underwhelmed by that answer to why does life slumber? But I think it's in that.
And once again, welcome the arrival of tomorrow.
I don't. For me, it doesn't answer the question, but I don't think you can really come up with a better answer to that. But I think what's so side by side in the stained glass, and that actually links to the point I was about to make. I think what's really cool about Sunday is his journey through the harmony, found himself then stuck with the order and feeling that the order was the only way to go forward. And in that stained glass, it shows side by side this almost conflict that he's got in that two gods. Even though the eons aren't really gods in the same sense that we view gods on Earth. I guess they're more close to Greek gods, to I don't know, but they're rather ideals, they're rather philosophies, or I can't think of the word, but I think Star Rail is so good with the lore in that sense, because it's so different to, I think, a lot of other things we see. But yeah, I think that's so good. What do I do with it? I think I'm gonna leave him next to Robin. I can't separate the two of them. Yeah, like, I think they do both Robin and Sunday, represented by birds being trapped, but in different ways. Like, Robin always felt, or I guess in similar ways, really, they end up trapped down the path that they've taken. Robin, we see more explicit imagery in her in a cage, in her being trapped by fame, whereas Sunday has started walking down that path leading into the Order and has trapped himself and sees no way but to go forward until we intervene and help him. And now he's great. Now he's a good guy. He's not dealing with any suspicious evil eons. But anyway, I'm happy with putting them in A together. I think we're gonna need to do another shift downwards, and I don't want to do it. If anything, I think this is maybe what we need to do. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy that I need to do this. But I think for the overall scaling, we need to do this, because I think we're going to end up with a bunch of now the Amphorius characters coming in here. But just before we go there, we have Fugue Tingyun. I think this will be quite good. I'm going to make a maybe controversial decision, and I'm going to put her here. I'm going to be honest, this is mostly aesthetic choices. I'm going to stop making decisions like this as we go into Amphorius. I think I do this too much with the predictions, and I've just got to kind of live with the reality of what I've set for myself with this predictions list. But okay, here we go then. Fugue's trailer. I think this is going to be my last super controversial one.
Destruction. Why?
Ooh.
Did I?
And this is full Tingyun design. Aww.
Life is inherently born from nothing. You still have the right to choose. Move forward.
I've noticed with like a lot of the more recent ones that we've been seeing now,
as long as you can remember,
there's so much more animation.
Where you
like,
were supposed to go.
Welcome.
It feels like there's much more flow to it compared to maybe what we saw with the character-specific ones earlier on.
Always welcome. Businesses cherish peace above all else.
What I also like is we're seeing a few different Tingyun designs. Like, this is a very different outfit for Tingyun.
The Whistling Flames got a big business deal this time.
We get to see then her normal form, and I assume we're going to see then Fugue very soon.
Taking care of your tail is paramount before setting off.
Tingyun? That's a good name.
Now,
Oh?
it's mine. And you
Okay.
belong over there.
So is this our insight to the multiple personality part? A young Tingyun?
No.
Or a bit older?
I will stay here. Even if pain still eats away at me.
And then are we going to see a transformation?
Still burn bright in this torrid fire. I have seen everything.
There we go.
My direction lies forward.
Embodying the nine-tailed fox.
all the many worlds in this vast universe. And I will take back the life taken from me.
And then the battle.
Just like right now. It's as if we're going back to the start of everything.
Her joining situations where she wasn't present in the main story.
Setting out again.
Again, that was so good. I think she does live with this group. Yeah, because like I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I feel like we're now going each story that we're seeing is taking us on a journey. Like it's got a full like introduction to the character. Now we've got to build up into a climax, then into a resolution. Like every one of these now is telling a full like start to end story, which is really cool. Which we did have earlier on, actually. We really did. But I feel like it's being pushed forward a bit more. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely losing my mind, but that's what I'm going to do there. So we're now entering Amphorius. I want to see titles here. Stars silent as enigmas. So I think this is our last Myriad Celestia before the Golden Epics. And then we go back into Myriad Celestias. So what to do with this? I think it's going to be really good. I think, okay, I need to do a little in my head. Where are these characters going to end up in relation to each other? I think we're absolutely going to see Phynon towards the top. March has got 2. One of them's going to be really good, and I think one of them's going to be good. So that's a bit of a gamble between which one. The Sireni one's going to be incredible. I think the Sparksy one will be also really good. I've no idea about Yaoong. What to do? Okay, Herta, I'm going to put her in the A tier. And I think the bottom of the A tier. This is maybe my, yeah, you know what? I'm happy with that. Let's see.
I once visited the Eon to ask them a question.
That feels so, like, bizarre, doesn't it? Visited the Eon.
The all-knowing droid head. Yes. That's
I guess it's the power of emanators. They're on like a different
if there are no
level,
mysteries
right?
in this universe that can't be solved, how will you prove it this time? I've tackled many conundrums for pleasure, but before long, they become solutions.
So younger Herta?
The good stuff is always further ahead. Solutions are boring.
Viewing almost the whole world as like a simulation.
Such as, what is my limit? Could Herta be the great genius of legend? Do you even need to ask?
I think what's interesting is a lot of the emanators we've met are all a little bit crazy in their own way.
Oh, and de-aging. Are you saying?
Because I guess you have to be to embody a path, one idea.
Maybe one day we'll even see a Stellaron in a living body. And I want to meet
Oh?
Droidhead. I will meet them. So we need to start running. Start running with your puppet body. Huh? Puppet? Yeah, this way. Herta can run even
Start
faster.
running with your puppet body.
Faster, faster, faster. Faster. Faster, faster, faster. Time and space. 2 conundrums hindering human progress. It was too easy to step over this limitation. But it's still not enough.
Stepping over the limitation of time and space.
And look down from a higher world. In an extrapolation concerning the universe, I rolled a die.
Curious, blessing, reward.
Countless
Making her own
questions
universe.
arise.
The,
Though
well,
what I
simulated
want are not
universe.
solutions, but for the guide to never stop. The best answer is a question. Because my thinking never has
The music building.
So, Droidhead, what are you thinking so hard about now? You pay
Doesn't
no
Eon
heed
even
to the
think?
universe and
I guess
refuse
is
to
that the
answer my
question?
Then I can only do it myself.
Man, again, that's so cool. Oh, and this is timestamps. Oh my god. Yeah. I think that's a very good way of putting it. I think I want to put that really. That's so meta. That was so like, but I'm gonna hate my S tier. And I think I'm scared of the return of the Amphorius tier. I don't know if I can do that again, but you know what, we'll see. But yeah, I think eons are so. I keep mentioning it this video, but I think there's such like a unique idea for gods and for whatever, because they're so. They could even not necessarily be real. It's just they're an idea. They're a concept. It's not even like in Genshin we have gods that are very real. You can have a conversation with that god. You could shake the god's hand. Whereas in this, they are just concepts. They are just paths. They are ideas. They are a way of thinking rather than a physical god or even a powerful god. We don't see that many examples of the eons exerting their own power. We just see, well, maybe I'll be completely surprised by what happens in Amphorius, but so far we've just seen then emanators expressing the power of those eons. And we've seen conflicts between emanators and normal people, but we've not really seen an eon, if that makes sense. Anyway, getting sidetracked, but I think that's such a cool way of doing things. Next up is Tribbie's. I'm going to be a little bit critical. I think Tribbie's is going to be one of the worst out of the Amphorius ones. Why am I saying this? It's got nothing to do with me wanting the list to be at least a little bit reasonable, and I'm going to put a way up and beat it. Will I be wrong? Absolutely. And here we go. Tribbie, the first dawn of destiny. And this is our first golden epic.
From the distant past.
Now,
The
I
era
hate
back then
the
was
fact that we
named
never
after
got
gold.
adult Tribbie.
And God still walked with
Because
mortals.
I think
Their
I saw an
tears and sweat
image of her
fell,
from this and I was like, oh my god,
granting the
that
world
looks incredible.
dusk and dawn. But
But it's
times
so
changed,
differently
and
styled
calamity
again.
fell. Yanisopolis prayed to the Holy Maiden for a prophecy. Please tell us how to return to those beautiful days of the past. But Tribbios knew that the three gods were no longer able to respond.
Man.
If the Titan who bears the world has already fallen in the flames of war, then who will lift the torch and drive away the long, cold night?
Man, I'm getting chills again.
If the Titan who guides the people has withered in the deepest dark, then who will take their authority and fulfill the promise of passage? Humans will. I will. I will step through the first crossroads and sail toward tomorrow.
I'm being just drawn into these little stories. And now we have Tribbie.
I've gotten smaller, and there's more of me. time for us to head out with the west wind.
Toward the proverb revealed by fate. Go and seek the children of humanity with golden blood.
The Christ those airs.
Like you, some will be trapped in the past.
Oh man.
Some will bury time itself.
Okay, well, I've made a very poor decision.
Some will discard their humanity. Some will forfeit their life. Some will become utterly alone. Some will lose
I've got
everything.
goosebumps all up my arms. This is... Man.
Tribbios, the first demigod. Set out
Are you telling
toward
me
tomorrow
this is the standard?
until your calls break through the darkest gloom.
I think we're up. To be honest, I'm in conflict between the first, like the Amphorius preview, and this one. Both of them feel like they give that monumental, this is what we're going into, here are the characters, here is the thing. And I think purely because of the statement that the first one was, that, you know, this was something new that we hadn't seen before, I think it deserves to be above. But I think that's really close in competition. That was so good. I am just in fear of what we've got coming up. Yeah, Amphorius really is to the scale of Genshin, isn't it? Because it's... We've got all these, cities, these titans which are like the Archons, these then people that are rising above. Like, I think that's just what's so cool about Star Rail. I've said this way at the start of the stream, but the fact that every world we go to can be so vastly different, and Star Rail can just completely, like, unashamedly tell entirely unique stories from place to place, like with different styles of characters, different technology levels, different ways of viewing gods and eons, and in this case titans, right? And like closed worlds that connect, different than groups that believe in different gods, but then we've got a bit of background because we know some of the ideals of these different gods. I think it's so cool that Star Rail can do that, and I think that's what makes Star Rail really, really special. Anyway, I've gotten way sidetracked again. We are right in the meat of the golden epics now. I'm now in fear that the epic truly is emphasized. Okay, next up is Castoris. I think it will be really good. I hate the fact that I put Tribbie in B, and that was like such an S tier one. Castoris, I'm gonna... I think I want to predict high A, like top of A, mainly because I think Finance will be S, and I think that they're too close together for both of them to be S. I say, I'm ready to be immediately proven wrong, but here we go. Life awakens from the night.
You once wished to leave behind a snowflake for her.
Reaching out, I beg of you, please.
But your
Wait.
hands
Don't dwell in that fleeting moment between a touch and a farewell, and farewell.
But your hands didn't know how to draw the shape of life. Warmth lasts for but a moment, but the cold is endless. Like how your death-worshipping hometown now sleeps soundly in the blizzard of the long night.
Oh man, like this could have been an entire Genshin region, right?
Waves.
Just this tragedy of one area.
spilled blood and tears. The titans who suffocated the world will also eventually enter death's embrace.
Man.
You don't know why life blossoms. Only because the butterfly of the nether realm has already landed on the searching black tide on the bloodthirsty blade.
Oh.
On your fingertips. I am death. So, in the land of death, I dare not look at the garden of life. I fear that promises may be broken after they're made. Tears may follow after
Sorry,
a smile.
I'm not doing much commentary again, but I'm just being
And
so
an eternal farewell
dragged in.
may follow an embrace. It's better to have stayed in place and never had anything at all.
Man.
Even so, death is not the end. To walk toward that
And
distant
her finding a
goal,
future through Aglaya,
the flame
the
chased
Chrysosaurs.
end with my departure.
See you. We'll meet again on the shores of the West Wind.
I gained inspiration from death and should repay it in kind. Golden blood from death does not share itself.
Just treat it like a game with Dad.
Come with us.
I'm sure there was so much information just there in all of those
Testified for you.
voice lines
You will be
overlapping.
able to testify for yourself.
That heartbeat in the background.
I could be like all of you
Oh man.
and embrace the world before death comes. So that the souls of the world no longer weep and the city bells never cease ringing. Even if it's just once, I want to use these
I mean-
hands.
Just this whole time, all of this colour going from the purples then into that bright,
Give a wilted flower new life.
and she can make contact with someone without them
Even
dying.
if the snow eventually melts,
I hope you will leave behind a
I hope you will
snowflake for
leave
me.
behind a snowflake for me.
Again, just dragged in, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, I have a reason to put her lower because Tribbie's we saw like everyone, and now it's just been Castoris, and then nope, we're telling the story of everyone once again. I think that's top of A. I'd love to put it in S, but I think we've got to make some hard decisions, and I think that's going to be one of them. Mainly because I think we're just going to have a massive. I think Finance One's going to go crazy. Yeah, Amphorius being an entire year is insane. Like, it's an insane scope, and it's not like short stories either. I'm constantly like, damn, why haven't I kept up with it? But we will. I will get to it. I promise you guys, we will do it. We will do that story in some form or other. Either that makes proper appearance on this channel or whatever. Could have a cool. I played through all of the Amphorius story because I've got the footage of the first two patches, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But anyway, next up is Finance One. I think this is going to be an S tier. I can make the case of you can't have an SS trailer, character trailer, and an SS Myriad Celestia, but you probably can. Are we going to be... No, you know what? I think my little hint forward, I think my prediction is this one's going to be the SS for us. Do I think Finance One will be better than Acheron's? Because, as we know, only one thing can go in the SS tier. And for example, at this stage, I could move Acheron's up. But if I leave Finon's one in number 1, I have the option of moving Finon's one up. But I think I'm going to be... I don't know. This is one of the hard decisions. I think Acheron's one will be better. And I think it will be marginal. And that's why I'm going to do this. Here we go then. Finon's trailer.
The last time I was on the Yuchue was centuries ago.
Okay. I didn't know we'd be starting off with with the Luofu. Okay. Sorry. I was like, have I clicked on the right thing?
I was on the Yuchue was centuries ago.
Pity that you now come not as a hero, but a prisoner.
So this isn't really the final one, but this is a
abundance in their grave, empty talk.
General thing.
The divination matrix will naturally determine whether your words are trustworthy.
Fine. As we always say on the Xianzhou, seeing is believing. A war of gods has already begun in the abacus.
Oh my god, I'm getting chills already.
The Lord Ravager's wish will be fulfilled, and an eon will fall.
Oh my god.
This is a chess game between gods. As each piece falls to counter the next, why not take advantage of it for our own goals?
So the plan is to kill Nu?
Swan author's remains, to kill a god.
Oh
we
my
just need
god.
to temper the hunt's arrowheads with Ruin's golden blood.
Jesus. And Amphorius is that stage to do it. Is this a trap? Maybe she's carrying out an even more important order. I'm guessing this was because we didn't have voice actors here.
The Xianzhou Alliance is not our enemy. So why not join this great feast and observe how billions of beings
Oh my god, look at that shit.
irreversible demise.
Indeed, death is not a
Oh
process,
my god.
but the outcome.
The
Let
abundance.
the ignorant hunter raise their bow and kill what they
This is unbelievable.
believe in, and ultimately kill themselves.
So, what's the point in this process? Just for it to feel like a ceremony? Well, it's not like I have a right to complain
I don't know
about
what's happening at this point.
I mourn for worlds that can no longer laugh.
Do you still remember what happened?
Sin Thirster of Nihility. Wait.
Remember what happened?
Okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure I spelled that line.
That dim the star.
Oh my
Existence
god.
itself was torn, leaving only a despairing white, enveloping both entropy and time.
Oh my god.
We salute thee, blemished one.
And this is then full like anime, that
Defiance of the
animation.
cosmic roots
Who
that
the
bind
hell is
us.
this?
We offer a magnificent ruin.
Together, beneath your gaze, we bear witness to a colleague's end. Be it coronation or collapse, the end of their yearning is
Was that Fantilia? Okay. So these different members of the Antimatter Legion?
Just to witness? That feels like formalism. Even if every genius in the cosmos dropped dead, what's that got to do with us?
Oh my god.
Still not
His hand is a
enough for you?
die?
The fools will only flounder in tears after the wise have been
Okay.
buried.
Cease your chatter.
Yeah, because we saw the Doomsday Beast at the start, right?
The sun has risen from the end of time.
When Iron Team finally breaks its shell, the erudition's calculations will
Oh my
the end.
god.
But who could say that Akavili on a new journey won't bring another salvation?
So Akavili the first time brought salvation.
Something, no. Then they'll achieve an even more majestic ruin.
And there's Nanook.
Prisoner who picked up Starfire. If you are to become the first spark,
Is this Nanook talking?
leave the cave with me, and in that fable about the stars, we'll pen the prelude of destruction.
Why does Final always do this? I really like Acheron's one. But but I think that's really, really easily number one. Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Like I've I've spent most of the stream going, I love how we can go to different worlds and, you know, have wildly different stories. And it's that exactly has just gone, yep, and it's all relevant to each other. Like that's so good. I to be honest, I don't think I need to say much more about it. I think we're quite easily there. I think that's really hard to beat. I think that's really, really hard to beat. I was expecting us to get to Sparksy's one, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was so incredible. That was so fun, and we're there. I expected, like, the most, I guess, out there lore stuff that we'd get. Because, wait, this was, I need to check. So, Fables About the Stars Part 2. And the first trailer we watched was Fables About the Stars Part 1. There's a Part 3, I'm going to throw hands. Okay, like, that did just feel like it did feel like part 2 to that. And it was, as you guys put it, that was a declaration. And I don't think I need to say much more on that front. I think we're so easily there. And that's it. So now we've got 2. Oh, and I regret, why did I say it would be below Acheron's? Oh. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? The list will continue. So next up, we have two from March. One of them is Amphorius Saga of Heroes. Part 2. Okay, well then it's quite easy to figure out the order of these. I think this one will be really good. I'm gonna go top of A alongside Castoris. I think the other one's gonna be so easily. No, this is the wrong list. Blop. We are here. Yep, I think we are so easily. Oh, actually, you know, I'm gonna push this one. No, I think we're gonna be top of A. I think a lot of these are gonna find themselves in the S tier. So March can go top of A. The next one I think is another contender for being right at that top tier.
When the candlelight fades on the last day, before you forget, please offer up your most
Her with
precious
March's picture
memories.
book. They're so different, aren't they? March and Evernight.
On the first day after arriving in Amphorius, you already experienced this world's cruelty. You guided the Holy Maiden and helped her escape her initial fate. On day 14, day 36, day 70. You also never gave up on looking for your companions from beyond the sky. Until day 95. Still don't believe me? You're just a ghost that no one can see.
Oh my god.
Besides, the Garden of Recollection has already torn off its benevolent mask. They lurk. They covet, brewing blasphemous plots. Are you willing to
Face me now.
Oh my
Face your
god.
past. When you were born from that shattered aluminum flux. When you were buried along with the remembrance's lies. When you were watched by the garden's pawns. Even if you don't remember, it doesn't matter.
Man, we're being
That's what I was made for. Melt the self.
told
and seep
one
into the
hell of a
crack
story
time.
here.
The future that belongs to you is so blissful and pure. And yet, the remembrance
And yet,
leaving Amphorius
shows
nothing
blank.
but a desolate midnight. Fear not, I shall cleanse it all. Let the melody of oblivion resound from the eternal land.
Oblivion.
Day 97. Leave it to me. Time to say goodnight to the world. My dear March 7th. Soon, in a world restored to its flawless state, both your wish and my promise will be fulfilled. To keep trailblazing forever with the Astral Express.
Whew, oh my god, that was great. I think we're again way up. Okay. I think it was a little bit worse than Castorese's, if I'm being 100%. And I think because I think we got a lot of information there about March and her history. And therefore it's better. You know what? Changed my mind there. Therefore it's better. I'm going to do, I think, a mini rearrange here. I think I'm going to bring Herta down. And I think I'm going to bring Firefly in this one up. No, actually you can stay down. Look how nice this looks now. But I think we're going to have some more contenders to shake things up. But I think that's my mini adjustment here. I think I did do a good job putting her in A there. Next up, we have an Amphorius Saga of Heroes, a second one. The first one was really good. It ended up way up in S. I think, knowing Huohuo, they tend to top. If I've seen anything about what's basically a part 2, in the form of this, I think we're in contention for here. So I'm going to put you there, even though I do not think it's possible to top that part 2 of the Fables of the whatever. I do not. I think that's it. That was so easily top. But you know what? We'll see. Here we go then. Amphorius' Saga of Heroes, part 2.
In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within.
Are we telling the same?
The black tide fell to the ground.
The destruction's black tide.
Distant reckoning resounded. Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames, leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze.
Oh.
Golden blood.
It's like a reshaping of history.
Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaia, the chrysalis of gold.
So we just getting those like amended parts.
And hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you from the universe.
From the universe?
Anaxagoras of reason has enough knowledge to refute the world, and to stir up a torrent capable of enlightening all.
Of reason?
Go seek the holy maiden who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes.
Okay.
Mightiness, the
Lance of Fury.
Pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls.
Enemy's king.
Set her at rest. Cyphra, the coin of whimsy.
Coin of whimsy.
Command the frozen fate to once again flow. And that hand of shadow Castoris, the master of the River of Souls.
Master.
She has been granted the right to embrace and warm new life. Now blossoms at her fingertips.
Curse is past.
You will hear the Chalice of Plenty.
Chalice of Plenty.
Eternity. You will see the Veil of Evernight.
Veil of Evernight. I'm trying to figure out what differences we've got. There's the dragon side. DHPT. Seridra actually shown. And us, the Trailblazer, against I don't know what that is.
I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity.
And Phynon and transformation.
The children of humanity, known as
and now we re-see
have
each of
restored
these.
God's core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life
and
itself
now all of
holds
these
little
characters are shown where they weren't previously.
value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame.
And we
Only
have
to
that
inspect
same
the opening stroke.
image at the start, but
In the
okay,
pulp.
wait. Black Swan is there, Screwlum's there, Herta's there. I don't think they were there before. I'm not sure we saw Dan Hung there. Who's that? Is that Hyslins?
One of creation.
And Evernight there. Seeing the loop of infinity again. Oh, a full animated scene.
Of course, this will be a romantic story.
And
like
Alicia.
none that has come
Or
before.
Sireni.
You think so too, right?
Again, really, really good. I think it's quite. I think because that's so unique, I don't know actually between Acheron's one and this. I think I'm biased because I think Acheron's one was really good, but I think that's mainly because she's Ruan Mei. We get to see that difference. Okay, you know what? I'm doing this, and I think as a result, I'm also doing this. Mainly because I think the fact that there's a second one that corrects those things, that retells that story, just bumps them both up. I think if we only got one of those, like if we didn't get the first one and just got this one, I don't think it would be this high. And I think the same case for the other one on its own, where it previously was, I think was quite reasonable. So I think that's what we're going to do. Next up, I've no idea. We've got a cat here. Exotail Scene 8. I have nothing to go off of. I have no idea what this is. There's a cat there. I think then for the sake of this list looking somewhat nice, I'm going to put it in B. Is it going to be B? No. But I've got nothing to go off of. There's a cat. Prove me wrong in 2 seconds. Firefly.
The rest is up to her now.
Silver.
Do I need to lend a hand with Amphorius?
No need. We're just the audience for this
Stellaron hunters just watching on.
The Astral Express is headed in the right direction.
So Kafka has a
Facing
cat.
The Lord
Okay.
Ravager Iron Tooth. That is the safest path among all possibilities. Remember the oceanic planet of Lushaka?
The script says that the Nameless will experience a peaceful trip there. And
Oh.
9 years later, the garden will break the confines of Amphorius, with Herta paying the tragic price.
In Destiny's worst outcome, a genius will meet
Guys,
a
I've made a big
foolish
mistake.
one and embark on a blood-soaked campaign in the name of
Oh
the
my
Third
god.
If they go to the Agate world, the Stellaron Disaster's ground zero, the Express will brush past Selenova.
But on the other side of the cosmos, the Cienjo Alliance will stray from the Trailblaze and return to
Oh my
its original
god.
end.
We're keeping on with the everything is important.
As for the glass belt, that stage for the morning actors, the black hole and the white hole will devour each other at the end of that script, rupturing the cosmos. For that road leads to the most ferocious enemy, Zephyro.
That's enough. Just thinking about it is scary. There'll be nothing we can do if it really ends that way.
So they've been pushing us towards the best path that they could.
Only two possibilities remain.
So the chances are 50.
Because they are
in possibility A.
Finality, the Stellaron Hunters.
Still head towards destruction.
See you tomorrow, little Gray.
Thank you for fulfilling my wish.
Stand with me and become heroes.
We will definitely write an ending like
Oh my
none
god,
that
the
has come
music.
before.
Farewells are unavoidable for the Trailblaze. On the road to defy the destruction, we must become used to loss in order to continue onward.
Or there's possibility B. Something more tempting, but also more terrible.
In the name of love,
Man,
she will treasure
the music,
all that has faded.
the visuals.
Till the end of time. When the remembrance becomes the fourth kind of finality. Well, at least that ending will be gentle enough.
Oh, come on. Please make sure it doesn't happen.
The gazes of the eons will soon all fall upon Amphorius.
Why don't we meet them at the next stop after Penaclony wraps up?
There better still be a next stop.
Don't worry. The views of the road ahead are already reflected in those eyes.
Is Elio the cat?
A tomorrow where the stars shine. And Amphorius's life. People meet each other from breaking apart and face farewells by embracing.
And that's the book we have.
Remember to take a deep breath, partner. Then, walk towards tomorrow.
Data deletion. Okay, wait. Okay. Well, everyone, I think we're quite easily here. I think. Where did I put it? B? Yeah, I put it in B. That's I think we're very much in contention between Finons and this one for which one's. I say Finons. It's not Finons, but we're between that one and this one for which one's best. And I think it's really hard to just pick one between the two of them. I think I'm gonna leave that one as is and leave this one here. Am I happy about it? No. I want to put both of them in there, but my rules are that only one can sit in SS. Okay, well that's done. Next up is titled Farewell, Sireni. I think this is also going to be really good, and I'm going to go on a rogue. I'm going to put it there. I think to begin with, when I was importing all of the thumbnails into this tier list, I was like, you know what, that's my prediction for the number one. I'm going to put it there, and we'll see. I guess we'll see how good this is. Okay, I will. I'll try and ignore any chat moving for for the duration of this one. Here we go then.
3, 2, 1. Eyes open. Oh, the shooting star didn't arrive, but I know it might appear next time.
Okay.
So, I need to be prepared. Where should I start the story this time? Do you like this one?
Romance and reason? Working together as an unstoppable force? Or a contest between kings, with both law and strife raising the first banner of war?
Manipulating the story? Don't answer that.
So that the world has twice as much warmth. I also see the Holy Maiden of Twilight returning upon a rainbow in triumph and again. The tides rise
Again and again.
fall, with the ocean's songstress walking toward new life. And two beating hearts are finally honest with each other. And yet, all these warm tales still end with some small regrets. If fate only ever has one course, could this be just an overly naive dream? Could you give me more time, please? Amphorius won't be forgotten. You shall fade when the flowers bloom.
I think there's a lot of meaning for the story here that I don't know because I'm not caught up. But this is erase time.
For the final story.
So Mr. Gamble.
Hi, long time no see. Where should I start this time? Let me share a creative tip with you. Goodbye means hello. All right, it's your turn. At the very end. Come imagine with me the true starry skies, just like my first hope. Would the shooting star come in like this, or this? Pity, I probably won't be around to see it, but we'll definitely meet again in the distant future. Then it's set. When the time comes, please once again call me Sireni, okay?
And there's that shooting star. I have a feeling that has so much more meaning than what I can understand at this point. There was a lot there. Like, don't answer any of this for the sake of spoilers, but it felt like we've got a endless loop of God knows how many times. Amphorius is literally a infinity sign, right? And Sireni has been manipulating the story to try and find the correct ending. And we're on her final hope. She's potentially lost that power to continue looping. And the final case is she doesn't even have the power to be present in the story anymore. And she's left her hopes down to us, I guess. Again, don't answer that. I think it's really got me thinking. I can't put it above these two, but I think I can put it here based on how much it's got me thinking about it, how much I think that trailer will mean to me whenever I do the story, which is hopefully soon. That felt really emotional, and I don't even know. Like, I can't explain why. Like, I think they did such a good job with that trailer, even though I guess I don't understand the nuance of it. I felt that nuance, if that makes sense. I think it says a lot for a trailer that sort of requires some knowledge going into it to be able to invoke so much thought about the implications of it. Anyway, I think that's enough of me going on about, well, a lot of nothing. Next up, we have the Improv Tour trailer, Binge It All, The Truth After Battle. I think there's absolutely some I need to rewatch. I think I guess the good thing is if I'm streaming this in future. After each stream, you guys could go, Ollie, watch this. This is the one to watch. And yeah, I can go and do that. So, improv trailer. I think we're also going to be in the S tier with this. I wish this was all ordered better. I think this is going to be our hint at the elation going forward. So, let's give this a watch. I've put it bottom of S, and we'll see how good this one, how well this holds up against some of the others. Okay.
To the left, the Lord Ravager, who will scrap the erudition Iron Tomb.
Okay.
You dare stand against me? To the right, Amphorius' own.
I feel like we're going on a completely different line.
And the much anticipated trailblazing star. With a flick of my finger, the Cosmic Alliance.
What the hell is this?
I better try something else. As
Warning, the Cosmic Alliance comes face to face with destruction. Universe end is approaching. Welcome to the back, Trailblazer. Don't miss. Don't you dare blink. Promise time has come. This video is not for diehard fans of the original Honkai star.
As our tale resumes, the Trailblazer calls for backup.
Okay, we've got a comic. We're now texting on our phone. They've got the best profile picture.
Weaponized beauty is the honey trap.
Beauty's joined the IPC. Okay.
Super intelligent geniuses say it's time for your super impressive powers.
What are these? Are Powerpuff Girls? What am I looking at?
And always strike, strike, and strike. Reliability.
What's going on?
A million horsepower on the move.
What's going on?
Salvation by force.
Why is everyone like Giga Chat? What's going on?
All units, assemble! Iron Tomb, we've brought you destruction!
Rules are made to be broken. This is breaking a lot of rules.
Yet this crisis is but a taste for the catastrophe to come. Everything
Oh my
is under
God.
the destruction's control. In the face of utter devastation, where will the Trailblazers' path lead? Will they just die?
Oh? Are we going to have another one of those roll credits if we die? We've got an ad.
Converge once more.
What's going on?
Kill them again! Destiny's quiet design is already laid down. They forced my hand. The moment
We're
they
seeing a
delivered the
romance
act to
between
express
Nanu. Is that
plain Arcadia.
elation? Uh-huh.
What caused their impairment?
Guys,
Do you have
guys.
any idea when I went through to blow up the express for you?
You blew up the express.
I thought that would make them look back at me, but they never did. You lost your legs, and I lost my love.
What is this?
Them to the flames. Let's leave together to a place without the Trailblazers. I just want to hear you laugh once more. You. I'm sorry, but I don't want any regrets.
The three of us can start things over. Rise, my Asheville!
The 60-second ad has ended. Please claim your reward.
Open the door! Better not catch you drawing fan art in there! You promised you'd have it done in
I don't know what's happening here.
Dead collector. Official serials are such a bore compared to Eon gossip. Besides, true inspiration only strikes during the final countdown. That's the do or die spirit.
Who is this?
Comic artist.
What? Kivili. Guys, why can I break my rule? Can I break my I want to put this in the S tier. I want to put this SS, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I want these two to be okay. You know what? You know what? Everyone. I've got a really good idea. In the spirit of elation. How do we feel about this? I think that's a great idea. You know what? I don't care what you guys say. This is my fun idea. That was really good. I really, really enjoyed that. That was so wildly different. We had an ad break in the middle. We had just the chaoticness. Man, I need to get further in this. I need to catch up. I need to go to Plan Arcadia or whatever it's called. I need to witness the elation in its fullness. Now, what the hell is up next? Anti-Destruction Alliance. This is elation. I think this will be really good as well. Can I put it above that? No. I can. Shall I take a gamble and say this will be above? Because I don't think the Sireni one will be my SS, because I think something else would have been. I think I'm gonna be no. You know what? No, I'm gonna put this above the Acheron one as a prediction. I've got no idea what this is going to be
all
either.
the worlds of the
We're so
cosmos,
lost,
after the
right?
Iron Tomb campaign, the Legion's steps grow ever faster. Following
Okay,
the
so
road
this
of the
is
Trailblaze,
that
I
was
invite
another
all
of the
join the Anti-Destruction
IPC, right?
Alliance, under the full moon together.
The
Let us
ADA.
discuss the future of the cosmos.
The entry tickets are ready. As for luring in the... I'll leave that in your hands.
And that's
I
Opal.
shall complete the final stroke of the blueprint
This was
of preservation.
not
All
Sapphire.
for the Amber Lord.
You saw an omen of extreme woe. Does it mean that the abundance's dregs
Oh,
will
and
soon
that's
step in
Yaoong.
as well? This
Another
is
of
a
the
game of
generals. Everyone assembling.
Precisely the miracle
Jesus.
I've been waiting for.
Don't
Who
worry.
is
I'll
this?
inform the Intelligentsia Guild about the Leviathan research.
Fudge me. The IPC's got some nerve thinking they can rope in the
Boot Hill and Rapper on their way.
Life's the place where the lead hunter will appear.
You actually
Who
found
that
me?
was in the background, I
Guess
don't
that makes you
know.
the real detectives, huh? To hunt
This guy
down
looks like Boot Hill. We got drip marketing for him, didn't we?
You can't afford my price.
When has Harmony's dance needed preservation's guidance?
Absolutely no idea who
When I
that
head to
is. We've got
Astropolis,
Robin
I'll
again.
uncover what the IPC truly thinks. IPC's at it again. Always gotta make itself look important. Time to work
Sparksy.
Dear Sparklies, you're in the Elations domain now. Time to play by the fool's rules. Don't go anywhere. Plain Arcadia's most magnificent masquerade is about to begin.
Yai Sakura.
And you, this game's protagonist. Promise me you'll turn
Trailblazer.
everything upside down.
Upside down.
The moment humans start to think, Aha begins to laugh, declaring war, Nanook. Count me in. I shall choose one lucky guest to become the Eon of Elation for 1 minute.
They will choose a new Eon for a minute. That's very much in the elation.
Isn't that elating? I know you're watching. Guess who I am right now?
Interesting. We were talking earlier.
Nothing,
Oh,
won't he?
That's right.
there's even more.
Nothing could please me more.
The cat again.
Take this with you.
Is the cat
Just
Elliot?
this once.
Oh, Elio's finally going to repay me.
Facing an Eon head-on is unavoidable.
Oh.
Aha is one of the trickiest
Silver
ones.
Wolf XP.
Whose ends won't be decided by the script.
Man. Oh, I do wish I put that quite high. I think that's up there. We saw so many new characters. We saw more of that chaoticness. Man, that was really good as well. What to do? What to do? Okay. I think I'm happy with it there. Next, we have one that seems to be Yaoong related. Improv taught. Wait. Oh, don't tell me we're back in the. Okay, we're back in the full chaoticness beyond weal and woe. Because of how good that chaotic one was, this is going to be another rogue pick for that SS. That last one was incredible. Let's see if this lives up to the previous one. I guess this is our
The
equivalent to
results remain
Golden
the same.
Epics.
Should the Xianzhou become involved with the Anti-Destruction Alliance?
An Arbiter General will meet with misfortune. You see,
Okay.
Junior Soar, there's your chance to become a general. Hey, it was a joke. The least you could do is smile. Let's skip the serious talk. Did you forget our showdown at the card table? Compared to optimal play, good luck is what's
So this is
truly
very much a
invincible.
Yaoong story.
Madam Yao, have I not seen your gift for turning woe into weal? You choose the deadliest routes and still make the Yuchue reach her every year. A mere diviner behind enemy lines, always managing to win in the most surprising ways. Not to mention that audacious gamble.
It's a strategist putting herself in the
Intercepting the
back
Luofu
line.
suspect? I call that seizing a rare opening.
But should that traveler stir the Yuchue's
Ooh, we get to see Luofu again.
lose your position, your very life will be forfeit.
Relax. It'll all turn out fine.
But this omen is unlike any before. When an eon comes into play, look to the Thonghu, our clearest cautionary tale. Only because Master used his body to summon the rainbow did that battle have a sliver of hope.
Master.
Despite giving everything, that was the only time you could change the outcome.
Why does that look a little bit like Luofu hair-wise?
I've wondered whether turning woe into weal was always just
Okay, you know
a
what?
stroke of luck.
So not question that
In a
one
game
further.
played between gods, mortals can do nothing to change the outcome.
But next time, and the time after that, will we still have no choice but to pray for the Rainbow's Luck's arrow to fall?
Huh. There are always more paths than obstacles. In an encounter with the genius, guided by the erudition's calculations, I glimpsed. Plain Arcadia. An Eon's game is about to begin. Isn't a surprise created by the elation precisely the variable in me? That
Man.
fickle Eon may grant you godhood in an
It's like we're going straight into Plan Arcadia as the continuation of the story we've been doing.
Cast, even as a puppet, I can shift the course of their trajectories.
Okay.
This time, I will invite a god onto the board. And for the future of the cosmos, draw the most auspicious lot.
Okay. Oh.
I'm going. The Marshal has already agreed, so don't waste your breath.
And they're choosing which of the generals is going to go.
The seer strategist, still as decisive as ever.
Sit tight and enjoy the show.
The seer strategist is blessed with remarkable fortune. But turning woe into weal is to invite karma upon oneself.
She must have foreseen this outcome long ago. That one day, misfortune would catch up to her.
Yet the starlight she pursues may be just ahead.
So she's not going to
Without
get out of this
becoming clear on the
unscathed, huh?
field, how can the endgame ever be changed? Looks like it's time we make our move.
I'm loving so much how interconnected everything feels. Like as I've gotten to this like back end of the trailers, I'd like to point out way earlier I was saying, you know, it's so nice that we could go to different places, have completely different stories and completely different scenarios, and actually seeing this all kind of like interlinked, like just a glimpse at how interlinked it's gotten. Oh my god. Like, I didn't know I needed this. I do know now. That was really good. Again, I don't think it can go above some of the ones here. I think I want to put it here. We got it was a continuation of a glimpse forward. Sparksy, or rather Sparkle, I'm sorry. We're gonna need to see some demotions here for this to feel a little bit more balanced. Oh, can I bump back her on down? No, I can't. I can't do it. She was an SS at one point. Okay, this is my amended. And we will see what Sparksy has in store. this is going to be the gamble. We're going to do that. Yeah, I'm hoping this is really good. Otherwise, we're in trouble. I know. I'm sorry about Feixiao's one was really good, but it's just there's so much. This like B tier with the level of quality that we've seen. B tier is actually insanely good from how these Myriad Celestia trailers have all been incredible. But so I'll never forgive Star Rail. It's got like March dying overrated. Let's see. We've just been clickbaited. We'll see how this does.
Hey, it's me, your one and only super duper favorite Sparksicle.
Uh-huh.
For a streamer, your follower count is basically your combat power, you know.
What are you saying about my combat power?
That's how you land top tier sponsors. Gotta keep those sponsorship wheels coming. Today, I'll show you what Sparksicles got.
Today's meal at Sparksicles. Okay.
200,000 credits for a candid, no-nonsense review of Star Rail version 4.0.
Star Rail is my bread and butter.
500,000.
Oh.
Tell me your deadline.
Caught you.
Well, no, she's off to play Wuthering Waves here.
Aha, no need to doubt it. The one you were doing business with just now was Sparkle, not Sparksicle.
Sparkle or Sparksicle makes no difference. What matters is that I'm assigning you a task of importance. 1.5 million. I want our new character to reach 10 million followers before launch.
Ooh, okay.
I am your loyal servant now and forever, Your Majesty.
That's a pretty good sponsorship
So
deal.
who's the new character?
Me?
Your Majesty, are you nuts? Ugh, people have no idea how the internet works. Can you believe this? 1,500,000 just to have me hike myself into a mega streamer with 10 million fans.
That's a pretty good
I just
deal.
can't. This is way too good. Is this guy completely clueless?
But without 10 million followers, you won't see a single credit about 1.5 million.
That's why I
Uh-oh.
need the collective genius of everyone here.
How about a try not to laugh challenge?
That's so outdated. Nobody cares about stuff like that now.
Okay, so
High watchability.
noted. I won't do
A
that.
non-zero chance of dying. Rejected.
Boring. Way too boring. None of you understand the internet at all.
Let's hear your big brain take.
To go viral nowadays, you need to be unhinged.
Unhinged. You got it, boss. Noted.
Not enough.
Okay, I'll stop that. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not doing that one. I can promise you that up. Guys, am I... Is this what you want? Is this what you want out of me?
Needs more bites.
It's a pretty good thumbnail, I have to say. It's a good clickbait.
Sparksicle, I've effortlessly cracked the code to internet stardom. Lock in this unhinged attack mode persona and boom! This whole world's mine!
Say it again. The world is whose?
Hers.
Apologies.
Stream terminated by administrator.
There are always more solutions than problems. It's your one and only super duper favorite Sparksicle. I've been pondering a big life question lately. Why do people always feel the need to sell themselves so hard? For 1.5 million, I lost my live stream. And in the end, I finally realized the truth.
I mean, for 1.5 million.
You get rid of the problem maker. Okay, so things derailed a bit, but the outcome's not bad at all. And now let's witness the birth of the streamer with 10 million followers,
Wow.
Sparksicle. Oh, we're still missing a title.
There you go. She's nailed it. That was really good. I don't think realistically it was the SS. But I'm really glad that out of I think realistically this one should have ended up there. Prediction wise, I've messed up a little bit, but that was really, really good. I can't see, I want to do this. If you guys have just popped in, the elation has come in and given us a new tier. And I think we're not going to make this a habit, but you know what? There's still a little bit of fun with it. I really enjoyed that. I think that was really, really good. And that about does our list. I think that's everything. If I've missed anything, let me know. It will make it. We can either do it now, but I think that's everything. And if you guys find it later, I've missed something, it can be amended for the video that will come out over the next few days. But that about does it. What are some big differences? We've had the details pretty similar. Obviously, the SS tier is or the SS question mark tier is a little bit different. But in terms of big differences, we had anything from here going up? Not really. I think we were pretty close, all things considered. Like, some of the ordering was quite different, but Finon's one, or rather not Finon's one, but the one with Finon on the front was quite different. Other than that, a lot of the S tier is really similar. The A tier is... the A tier is also pretty... You know, I don't think I did too badly. But yeah, that's, I think, wraps it up. Thank you everyone for joining. So I think for future plans, next week on probably Saturday again, a similar time, we're going to do the animated shorts. This is going to kind of encompass everything else animated that we had released, stuff like the things labeled animated shorts, but then bits like the Amphorius cooking show thing, stuff like that. So be sure to find your way there for that one. Other than that, you may randomly find me streaming at some point during the week, either doing the Star Rail story or the Genshin story. I need to figure out if I have the time to do that. But I am so excited. I mean, doing these reactions has gotten me like itching to go forward. For the Genshin story, I missed out on the promos to get it, the extra promos to do it in the last patch, so I am a patch behind. We've got the, I guess, wrapping up of the Nodcry arc, if I'm not wrong, to do. Haven't met Dottore yet in that story, so that's something exciting. And for Star Rail, I'm quite behind. I've only done the first 2 patches of Amphorius, so up until the end of the Tribbie Mighty story bit. So we've got a lot to get through. And honestly, watching all of these and all of the character trailers, and especially these Myriad Celestias and Golden Epics and the Improv tours, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait. So we'll be definitely doing that sooner rather than later. Hopefully we'll get one done this week, so keep an eye out for that. But realistically, the main reason I'd stream it is more to have the VOD and have something up on the channel about it. It's still in Natland. I can, if you want some advice, the Nodcry arc is incredible. I've been really, really enjoying it. It feels like we're back to some of those more complex relationships between characters that we had in Fontaine. So I'd very much recommend it. But I'm not one to talk because I'm so far behind it in Star Rail. But yeah, I think that about wraps everything up. Thank you everyone so much for joining me for this stream. I wasn't really expecting much of a turnout, to be honest. I streamed last week and got a peak of, I think, 15 people, an average of about 7 people. So seeing a peak of 60 today has been quite incredible. So yeah, thank you everyone. The VOD will stay up. So if you've watched the VOD, hello. Hope you've enjoyed it. And over the next few days, a edited video will come out. as you guys, I'm sure, are aware, the edit is it's not much of an edit. We do an intro, we explain the rules a little bit better, and then for bits like, say I'm sat here like staring at my screen trying to think for a little bit, I'll maybe cut that down a little bit, look for bits where there's not much going on. Or if I go on a complete tangent for too long, we also cut that out. But anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I would send you somewhere. I don't know how to send you somewhere. I don't know how to do a raid. So I think we'll just have to end it here. But yeah, thank you everyone. I hope to see you all very soon for the next stream, whether that's playing the game or next week where we'll be reacting once again to the animated shorts. And I'll be sure to put up posts in the meantime to figure out exactly what we need to get in that playlist for the animated shorts so we don't miss anything. But yeah, thank you everyone. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon. Ooh.